Look, you see, I never been one for the games, so you better think twice before you even try to step in my lane. My pen game so lethal, with it rupture your veins, then penetrate your thoughts and explode in your brain, and have you shook like Fox got ball every game. And yeah, we on the same court, but we ain't ballin' the same. Oh yeah, I'm that nice, even without the ends. Boy, I'm cold as ice. These rappers need writers for hits, a bunch of poltergeists. I'm nasty. Even if you vote, you couldn't pass me. Now give me the torch, but don't gas me. I'm everlasting, so I can't never let them quiet me. I'm the one that's known to beat the odds and put a strain on society.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to the S.O.S podcast, Straight on Society, the most honest hour and change of your day. Once a week, we coming to you live again at this particular time. I feel like we've been here for a while, though. On this particular day, my name is Jacques. I'm one of your hosts. Hey, this gentleman down below, with his hair that hangs low, can you tie it in the bow? And you put it in a knot? Do you wear it to and fro? He goes by the name of he froze frame it for us this week. I ain't even catch the subtlety.
With the hesitation. Hit it with the hezzy.
Hey, he definitely hit us with the hezzy. Hey, look, that's a work of art right there. That's one. That's like a picture. That's a picture perfect one. And this gentleman to my right, he goes by the name of.
I am Dion S.O. Professional.
And you know it's real when you say professional and professional, and we are the S.O.S podcast. Yeah, I thought it was something. Cat hast. Woo. Hey, minute 56, even with all the extras. Just saying.
Hey. Ho.
That was an efficient run.
Got to go. Hey.
That was an efficient run right there, I say. Well, gentlemen, how's it going, guys? How's it hanging?
Man.
Everything groovy?
I'm a little downtrodden lately because I realized I have worked myself into a place of ambiguity. I don't have to do anything day to day to survive. But what do you do to live? Like, I find myself waking up every day going,
what do you enjoy doing? What makes
gardening.
your heart smile?
Gardening and animals. And my girl is allergic to fucking animals, so I can't have any animals. Like, my day is just I can't eat no more. So I'm fucking like, my day used to be filled with snacking when I was fat.
Hey, you said gardening, right? But we live in a climate where gardening isn't a thing.
Gardening is
a year
for most
round.
of the year.
Right. But what about plants?
Yeah.
What about plants? You could bring them indoors, and you can
indoor gardening.
See, here's my problem with plants, right?
I don't know. I mean,
you have to pay for plants.
Miyagi.
See, you have to pay for plants. The gardening I like to do is called scrap gardening. It's like when you eat some shit and then you plant that. So it's basically essentially free gardening. I don't like to pay for shit. I like free hobbies, but I'm just not interested in anything. I've been trying to get.
They have a channel on YouTube where there's a guy who turned his basement into a bat cave. Perhaps you might find joy in doing some engineering crafts or something, maybe.
Yeah.
He made these the little cuffs that jet out, like the little wings. He made the motherfuckers to where he could just do a hand gesture and they come out because he got them connected to a diode or some shit, whatever the fuck it is. Crazy shit, but maybe that could occupy.
Here's the thing. I'm lazy. What else? I'm inconsistent. Like, no, none of that work. I need to develop an affinity for something. I'm just a whore. That's all I do is sex. I used to sell sex. That's what filled up my day was bitches. But now that I ain't filling up my day with bitches, it's like, does roses smell as sweet?
When
I retire, will they respect me, B?
maybe you could get a job editing comments on particular websites of a certain.
I've been thinking about getting a job, right? But only if they let me come in, like say, I'm gonna work 60 hours this week, and then I might not want to work at all next week. Like they have to let me come in overtime and none of the time.
Hey, look, see, here's the thing. Most jobs are gonna want you to be consistent.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. It's not- Didn't you hear me? Lazy, inconsistent. Those were the
Yeah,
two.
and therein lies the rub. I mean, therein lies the rub.
But this is what I can guarantee. I'll be 2 weeks productive in my 1 week at work. So you'll get consistent productivity in short bursts. I'll outperform everybody by the magnitude of the time of my absence.
So you saying you could do in 2 hours what it take everybody else 8?
Right. Exactly.
My end of
Basically, you're
quarter
saying you just want to
there.
you would do your 80 hours worth of work whenever the fuck you feel like it.
Whenever the fuck I feel like it. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Hold me to a 2-week standard, not a day-by-day standard. Give me the cram curve.
You want to be what's old boy's name on The Office that was traveling salesman, the bald guy?
I really want to be Mr. Belvedere.
No, you
Pretty
don't.
much. I just
Go
want
over
to
there
talk
every
shit
day-
to my
every day with
boss.
them kids.
I want to no, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
You didn't watch Mr. Belvedere very well.
What
I
was
want to
Mr.
talk
Belvedere
shit.
doing? He talked
Whatever the
shit.
fuck
He
he
had to
wanted.
be there every day though. You
Oh
want to
yeah,
be
he lived there, nigga.
it was Wallace, it was Creed, it was come on, Jim. It was
I didn't watch The Office. The
that
British
guy
version
did,
or the
though.
American version. That's why I switched metaphors because I was lost on that.
Packer.
uh,
Hey, look, man. Hey, look.
you got there.
Don't chime in.
Yeah.
Don't chime in after the fact.
You was on your own with that one. I
Yeah.
didn't watch The Office.
But now that you say the
Packer.
name, it does sound familiar. You are correct with that.
Packer is the guy that he worked for Dunder Mifflin. He sold paper and he did a smashing job.
Hey, wait a minute.
He did not come into the office and work with them on a regular basis. They let him do what he wanted to do, and he was better for it.
I think one day this may be a funny like sitcom-y ass thing that happened, but I may be high and this may have not happened. I think me and this nigga was rolling down the street one day and we saw a sign that said "Office Trivia Night," and I looked at this nigga like we should go watch The Office and come back and kill all these trivia nights. And this nigga was like, yeah. And I think that was the night he started watching The Office, and I never started watching The Office.
Yes, I do recall you mentioning that, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm down. And
he started watching The Office because of that.
And
I never started watching The Office. I think that's a thing, a real thing.
Yes, that really fucking happened.
Oh shit! And I very meant to start watching The Office because I heard a lot about it, and we was riding down the street, and I'm like, you know what, nigga? We should start entering into these fucking trivia contests because we're killing this shit, nigga. He was like, yeah, nigga, The Office. Fuck it, we finna do this for Tuesday. Let's start watching The Office. In usual me fashion, I forgot about that shit like 33 seconds later. It didn't occur to. Hey, hold on. No, the funniest shit was it was like 2 years later. This nigga, I forgot to take the chicken out of the freezer. Me, he was one day he just mentioned The Office, and I went, "Oh shit!" I remember at that moment that 2 years prior, I was supposed to have started watching. The Office.
They got trivia night coming up next Friday. You ready? Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, next Friday. Ooh. How many seasons is it again?
That ain't even what happened. That nigga was just talking about his affinity for The Office 2 years later. And I was I supposed to do something?
Yeah,
and now it triggered it again.
I watched the entire fucking series in a week. Like I was going through a season a day. These are 20 episode seasons.
Yeah, this is back. This is old school.
Once you get to like 3, 4, 5, like you gotta keep going.
This is old school TV, and it connects at the point it's running themes.
Yeah,
it's character growth, transition. It's all kinds. It's all
shit like that. That's what I'm talking about. It's not. That's what I'm talking. I'm glad you brought up The Office. Shit like that. Like we have to pay attention to shows now. Shit, there's interwoven storylines. That shit didn't used to be like that. Jack Tripper, there was no storyline that you had to remember other than the fact that this is Chrissy's cousin.
That was pretty much about it. Mr. Furley's a pervert.
Mr. Furley's a pervert. You had to remember character arcs, but you didn't have to remember shit. Like, oh, this happened in season 1.
But they never changed from he never changed from the pervert he was when you met him to the pervert.
All I'm saying is TV has evolved. TV has evolved, and you have to be much more strategic with how you imbibe it because of it.
Shit, MASH didn't connect. I'm trying to think of the shows that like connected. Like they were really
nothing, nigga. That was my point 2 weeks ago.
Episodic. Everything was episodic.
That was my point 2 weeks ago. Everything was episodic, even though they have story arcs and baby may appear, and you have to remember that baby now. But it wasn't like that baby being born was a point of contention towards the overall arc of the show.
Right, and now and again,
when they entered 3J into Family Matters, like you know the story arc of him being an adopted kid, but that him being an adopted kid wasn't something you had to keep up with the show.
Right, you knew that Steve liked Laura. That was the thing, and if you didn't watch last week, they was gonna tell you this week that that's how he felt.
Right. Every week they're gonna tell you could pick up at any week. You don't have to know that, like, oh, you could glean that, oh, this is a running gag.
Mm-hmm.
They had a lot of running gags, but not necessarily cohesive story arcs that you had to completely
it wasn't a lot. Like Eddie became a cop. He worked at that. Shit. He went to school for a minute. He kind of worked at that.
Rachel's Place was the biggest storyline that they kind of fucking like. Rachel's Place, that was the biggest storyline that they kind of interwove into that, where you had to pay attention to understand some of the other things. But other than that, now TV is a universe. Like sitcoms. It's not situational comedies anymore. It's fucking universal comedies. Like
Family Matters might have been the last show that said, man, fuck it, I don't care.
Fuck it, I don't care.
I don't care. Hey, look. Ain't no more Judy.
Right.
And we don't care. Hey, look. We gonna keep Richie, but
his mama gotta go. He got no more parents.
This bitch. Never. We always talk about Judy like she was the only family member. They just got the fuck out the way.
Carl Winslow got have a whole Dexter situation going on.
Hey, just saying.
Hey, did they ever address Shorty dying on the show? I know they used to put up a rest in peace at the end, but did they have her die or something on the show?
She didn't die when the show was on, I don't think.
I think she did.
I thought she died after the show. I think she was on a soap opera when she died, I
thought she was one of the first persons we lost in real time on TV.
About Myra, right?
Myra, whatever her name was.
Yeah,
Myra, whatever her name was.
Yeah,
I think she was the first person we lost in real time on TV.
I don't know when she died in accordance to the show.
I don't know why I want to say the mama from What's Happening, but I think she did.
From What's Happening?
Contract disputes.
Yeah,
they had a mama and then
it was over. That show was over with, nigga.
Yeah, it was all different show.
No, the mama
left
left
a couple years later.
Oh shit! But yeah, I think she was the first motherfucker that died actively on the show. You know, we didn't have much turmoil when we were shorties. Do you realize that we wasn't. I don't think we was as engulfed in because you had to pay for podcasts back then. They were called the National Enquirer.
The show ended in 98. She died in 98.
Yeah, I think she was the first actual active death on a show. When we
She
were
died
short.
December. She died December 1998. I don't know what date the last episode aired or whatever, but
I can't recall nobody dying before her on TV. And I have a vague memory that we actually gave a fuck when she died. Vague.
so
Like,
the show ended in July. She died in December that same year. But she was on the last. I think she was in the last episode because Steve was lost in space, and she was like, "Oh my god, my Stevie, where is he?" But Laura was fucking him at that time, so you know. And he also, his clone was walking around. This nigga cloned himself. Like, hey, look. Steve would have been arrested and locked in a prison somewhere, underground bunker, doing shit for the U.S. military. Like, what? Let's be real.
Yeah, but he's also paying off the police.
Hey, look.
Police officer lives right next door. At any moment in time, he had a duty to report him.
I know Carl a bad motherfucker and all, you know, after that move from Nakatomi Towers.
Yeah,
But ain't no way. Plaza, but ain't no way he gonna be able to keep that shit up under wraps. I'm sorry. This motherfucker teleporting. He going on TV and shit. He doing conferences at Disney World. Hey, I mean, look, at a point, Steve just told the world he was doing crossover episodes. He was taking jetpacks step by step.
Right, this nigga flying to San Francisco.
He was in Full House.
Yeah.
How you get there? Come on. Hey, look.
Wasn't Full House on a whole different network?
No, Full House was on 7. They was on 7.
ABC.
Oh.
Full House, Fairly Matter, Step by Step.
Since y'all bring that up,
Perfect Strangers.
Since y'all bring that up,
none of that was at the same time.
Since y'all bring that up, was there another time where a black person got put on a white show to boost their ratings? I know we boost their network ratings, but to actively take a motherfucking black person
a black show that's way more popular than a white character,
and the white character ain't short-stopping itself at the time, mind you.
I don't know what Patrick Duffy was doing at that point. Suzanne Summers might have lost some of her sizzle.
but Full House was swinging and steaming when the motherfucker Urkel came on that motherfucker.
Yeah, it was. Oh no, I don't think I've seen that that play that go that way.
So does that make put Urkel in some type of different category? I'm always trying to minutialize the life.
I mean, he was a big ass, he was a mega star at that point, I guess, for TV. I guess. Hey, look, if you want to give him Soldier Boy status, go ahead. I ain't mad at it.
I am. I guess that is the term, Soldier Boy status. It's a LeBron stat. But that, I mean, to me, that's not just, to me though, that's poignant in the overall cusp of how white folks think about us. That's more poignant than a LeBron stat, even though it is kind of a LeBron-y stat. I think the poignance of it is, it's one of those things where white folks tell you something without telling you something.
All right. Hold on. Now, does George Jefferson going on Archie Bunker count?
That definitely does count.
He didn't do it to boost their ratings, though. He wasn't known when he got
right because he came from Archie Bunker. So no, kind of
he got his show off of that.
He made his bones, right? He made his bones on Archie Bunker. So no, I guess that ain't the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know other. I know plenty of black superstars have been on white shows, Hammer and shit like that, but that ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the motherfucker who's basically in the gauntlet with you. but we are conceding that we need your assistance in this moment. We're making a quiet concession by just having you over here, and not only making a quiet concession, but it's only a concession because of what we think of you.
Hey,
Like
I
one
can't
of those
believe
was
the black guy
understood.
that they bring on when it fails, like the Jefferson Darcy effect. I can't picture a black they do that's even not work. They just don't even do it at all.
Yeah, it's just over with. But in
Like,
that
yeah,
moment,
nah.
they crossed Urkel over. So, like I said, it may be a minutia, it may be something small, but I think it's poignant. It's a very small, poignant thing that in that time, and
Hey,
that was
Urkel, he a pioneer.
Oh, all right.
Go
Now,
ahead, tip of the cap.
is it the television version of Walk This Way?
Ew. Who
Because
was doing who was crazy and
can we
walked this
say
way?
that Run DMC was more popular in the mainstream than Aerosmith?
I wouldn't say that.
No.
I think that
No, I
was
wouldn't
Run
say that.
DMC's way to cross over. I don't think that was
Yeah.
Aerosmith's way to cross over.
Worth a shot.
Yeah, no, I mean we need to flesh this out. We need to find because it wouldn't be a feat if it was just happening all the time. So we need to shoot shit down because it wouldn't be a stat if we could just this and this and this and this and this and this. Apollo Creed to Rocky. That's reaching, but yeah.
I mean, it was the first Rocky.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
And he wasn't a star before that either.
All right. Mr. T, WrestleMania.
Mr. T several places. Yes.
Mr. T, they did use Mr. T.
Yes.
They did.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
The fact that you brought up Mr. T making me turn this shit from a gift to a token. Was he tokenized? Is this oh shit?
Nah.
God damn. Is this a disparage him being on ABC at the time and then moving him around like a pawn? God damn it. He went from a king to a pawn. With one Mr. Terry. What the fuck was his last name? I used to know that last name. Mr. T.
Mr. T, I don't know Mr. T real name.
Terry something. Him and Hulk Hogan, the two Terrys.
Yeah, they two different types of tears.
Yep.
Two different types of tears.
Oh
Hey.
shit.
Balea got I changed my name too. I ain't gonna hold you. Balea. I get rid of that motherfucker. It's fat. I'm not. You know what you have to do in life to get. He was the biggest star on the planet at a point, and he did not dare. So I want y'all to know, it's actually Mr. Balea. Never, not one time. Never. Hogan.
I just saw a motherfucking story about that nigga. It was a whole nother wrestler. He just stole his whole shebang, every single stitch.
Billy Graham.
Yeah.
Billy Graham was a
Superstar
creature.
Billy Graham.
Yeah, super.
Yeah.
That was a wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the 70s. That's who Hulk Hogan. Yeah, that's who you watched and idolized and shit.
Blonde hair, bandana,
Blonde hair, the whole
ripping
9
shirts off.
yards. Whole 9 yards. I'm like, God damn, Hogan just ain't been an ancient. Like all of the motherfuckers that ascended to heights, Jay-Z, Hulk Hogan, like all the motherfuckers that we have monikered as the pinnacle of something, it comes out at some point that these motherfuckers are just abusers.
Hey, look, the best wrestlers of the day were all like intercontinental champions. It was the Mr. Perfects, it was the Bret Harts, it was the Rick Rudes, it was them guys that was the real, like the good wrestlers. It was the Eddie Guerreros, Chris Benoit's, it was them level, Dean Malenko's, those guys, Ravens, Edge and Christian got the big belt at a point, but them guys, the ones that can wrestle. the motherfucking Hulk Hogan's of the world, the damn Ultimate Warriors of the man. If you don't get the fuck out of here, I watch some of that shit back now. I'm like, this shit is so horrible. You get this weak ass leg drop the fuck on somewhere. You mean to tell me out of all this shit, you just dropped your leg on this motherfucker? It's supposed to be over with. You kicked out the
Hey,
tombstone to drop a leg on the Undertaker, and I was supposed to be like, yeah, that was all right, cool. That was what's up.
yeah, yeah. Ultimate Warrior had what? He had the mad headlocks, mad arm bars.
I'm gonna fling you into the ropes and run into you with my shoulder. Then I'm gonna gorilla press you, like a move that jobbers do in the middle of the match all the time is gonna be my finisher because
I grabbed the ropes real hard before I did it.
right, I ran around the ring and shook my head. Woo. Yes, hey look,
Hey, the nigga was
Moral.
building up static. That's what it was. He was building up static. Nigga, it's raiding.
That's what he was doing. Getting his shit together. This motherfucker was Iron Fist.
The nigga was a diabolical scientist. Rubbing his feet on the mat, create static energy, using them ropes to get kinetic energy, and using that power to press somebody up and
Yeah.
send shots through him.
Hey, so the parts unknown was just opposing fabrics. Like, okay, all right, bet. Friction. That's where you from, motherfucker? You and Blanca, but to a lesser degree, you. Blanca was official, but you static electricity. Okay, all right. Hey, look. Hey, look. But the shit ain't changed though, because wrestlers is tough nowadays too. I saw a motherfucker match on some shit called like Bad Blood or Born Again or whatever the fuck it was. It was some shit they did some alliteration with the letter B. I don't know, but whatever the fuck it was born as a motherfucker. Because I could have said born as a bitch. That'd have been cold. Damn it. He was born as a bitch because Dusty fucking Rhodes and Gunther. Hey, look. Imagine Dusty Rhodes, but without all the charisma, and Dustin Rhodes without all the size. And you got Cody Rhodes.
You got Bobby Hill, nigga.
Worse. At least Bobby had weight and he could look like a monster. You could do some type of gimmick. Cody Rhodes looks like puberty is about to happen at some point in time. Coming up soon, little fella. Just you wait. And he's the heavyweight champ. Him and another motherfucker who looked like a bigger version of him, but also prepubescent, had a match, which neither one of them have any fucking moves. Not a fucking move. They were doing collar and elbow tie-ups and shit. Standoffs like, oh, you good.
That's the strength, huh?
All right. Gonna chop you for a couple times now. Like, y'all suck. Badly. And the worst part about it is he took the belt off a motherfucker whose biggest attraction is the lore behind him. Because he's Samoan. And hey, remember how many motherfuckers from yesteryear in wrestling was Samoan? I'm related to all of them.
Say I'm related to all of them. They all my cousins.
All my cousins. And so are these
nigga, we didn't know that they was related, motherfucker.
Right. Hey, the only thing we knew about them is that all of them had hard heads. Hey, remember when that was a thing in wrestling? Like you can't headbutt a goddamn Samoan.
You cannot headbutt a Samoan. But hey, look, now you can. They removed all the Samoanness about these motherfuckers and made them
some less.
I mean, hey, look, they're not good either. Hey, look,
it'll get you.
Well played, sir.
Jay and Jimmy Uso suck. All they do is jump off of shit. Like, imagine the Hardy Boys, but like the old rockers. That is what Jimmy and Jay are. and they do a super kick all the time that never like finishes anybody, but it's the finisher.
And the motherfuckers is Patrick Swayze. Roundhouse.
Roadhouse. You get a kick. Wow. That's what the fuck they do. This shit's horrible. But you look at other motherfuckers like they got a motherfucker named Montez Sweat. This nigga's crazy. He do like old school standing drop kicks, but like double. I swear he's kicked the motherfucker twice on the way down. Like, how do you do shit like that? He did some other shit in one of them elimination chamber matches. It was crazy. Crazy. But he ain't never finna sniff a belt. It's some of the girls, they do some of the most crazy shit out here. It's a Chinese girl. Well, I don't know if she's Asian. I don't know. My bad. But anyway, Asia Osaka, she be doing some cold ass shit in the ring. She be going through the ropes, sliding back around, and the women's champ is a motherfucker named Liv Morgan, whose best ability is the ability to wear short shorts.
Hey,
And she not built like nothing. There ain't nothing back there, but they act like it is.
there was a time in WWE where that was very important.
Hey, look.
That was high priority.
There was a time when they had standards though, like the one they was showing off and had something to show off. She got nothing. Nothing. She ain't a Trish Stratus. She ain't a Tish. She damn sure ain't no Lita. She ain't no China.
Lita was bad. And then they made trying to get breast implants. It was weird. They was just putting titties in everybody in WWE.
Hey, look, I don't think they made China do it. I think that was one Paul, whatever his Lewinsky, whatever. Levesque, yeah. Then what else on Paul Levesque?
Think that was her attempt to be on TV that made her get a set of titties when she went on Xena Warrior Princess and didn't get another fucking booking.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Y'all remember when China was the end all to be all? China was it at a point.
Yeah.
Like in American dichotomy, not just wrestling. She was.
Yeah.
I got the Playboy. Mainstream. I went out and bought the Playboy that she was in.
China was the first Ronda Rousey.
Ooh. Ooh. Out.
Yeah.
I ain't never really seen Ronda whip him out though.
Sure.
And China didn't really compete for real with men. Like she just
and technically she didn't really wrestle women. So she was just out there.
Yeah, she was just kind of out there.
Well, if we want to talk about real, she didn't really get her ass whooped. She didn't really get her ass whooped either.
I mean, but at least Ronda did a actual like real competitive sport. So I'll give her that.
I just meant I'm just meant in the American eye, in the public eye, the way they rolled her out, the way they kind of handled her and treated her like.
But Ronda fought motherfuckers until she got her ass whooped, and then she.
I mean, they treated them both the same. This is a man's sport, but she's still feminine. Like they went that whole campaign with both of their ass. Like they tried to, they tried to feminize. Like because they were both in masculine areas and motherfuckers. It was the big campaign about China still being a woman, even though she looked like a 6'4" linebacker.
Yeah.
The same with Ronda Rousey. It was a big campaign about Ronda Rousey still being feminine, even though she was in a male dominated area.
I ain't gonna argue that.
Yeah. And it's wild because it took them. They had to go a long way to get China to start looking like a woman. Because when she first got in, when she first started in WWE, she looked like Quagmire. She looked like a swole ass Quagmire.
Hey, look. The chin was pronounced.
That
Chin was pronounced.
motherfucker was enunciated perfectly. Damn pronounced,
Hey,
nigga.
it was definitely understood when it got there like a motherfucker.
That motherfucker was clear in every language.
Man, hey, it's gonna sound shitty. Rest in
Recipe
peace,
China.
China.
Damn. She is dead.
I mean, we mean it, but we don't mean it like that. We just saying.
Jokes.
Kinda.
Hey, and the fact that we remember this much about your career.
I think I'm the only motherfucker remember that episode of Xena, the Warrior Princess.
Oh yeah, you are definitely
Yeah,
the
you
only one to
definitely-
remember that
Yeah, you
because
definitely got that
no
in
clue
the
about that one.
catalog. I took your word for that one on that. Yeah, I did. I didn't see that episode.
but the wrestling and them promoting her all over the world, I do recall that she was on fucking late night TV shows, all that shit.
Everywhere. Yep. China.
Hey nigga, how was your week?
Oh, my week. My week was cool. I don't know what the fuck I did this weekend. I feel like I did something. Oh, went to my aunt's birthday party. She had a 70th. We went out. Got well, I didn't get dressed up. Put on respectable clothes, I guess. Went out. You know, the little one danced the night away. He doesn't respect the etiquette of the Soul Train line. We had to kind of teach him that.
Oh, he bogarted this way.
Oh, motherfucker was like, it's my turn.
Oh,
It's my turn again. He was informed that it's not always your turn, and just because you think you finna get out here and be precocious, nigga, it's my moment. And I had a couple whiskeys, so fuck around, get your little ass stepped on.
Hey, you gotta respect the line.
Hey, gotta respect the moment. He
And
found out.
yeah. Just follow the pattern. You see the pattern?
Oh shit. Do you in that moment instruct your kid like it's your kid, or do you treat him like a stranger's kid and just keep dancing but bumping him out the way?
Oh no, I pulled him over once I can get him because I couldn't. I called his name a bunch of times, but he couldn't hear me because he was a ways away. And I wanted to run out there, and it was loud than a motherfucker, so he couldn't hear it. So I had to wait till I caught his eye.
He was already in front of the line. He couldn't hear you.
Yeah, he was.
I thought he jumped out with you.
Oh no, not with me. I wasn't going out there, so he ain't interrupt me. He was just in everybody else's way. Yeah.
You know this nigga ain't jumping in. This nigga ain't getting in no Soul Train line.
I mean, I
said,
I guess I be reading too much into what people be saying. He said he was intoxicated and this was his moment. So I just assumed he meant
no. Oh no,
in the Soul Train line.
People be intoxicated is their moment. He just tried to take.
Oh, you were speaking in third person when you said this is my moment.
Right. Kind of, yeah. But yeah, it was cool though. She had a ball for her birthday. Her birthday's actually today. You know, you'll never line up on the right time.
Happy birthday, Auntie.
Happy birthday, Auntie.
Yep. Me and my cousins can't take group photos for shit. Horrible motherfuckers lack patience. Like I'm
looking at dirt. That be the motherfucker 5 cameras fault. Why everybody want to get up and take a picture at once? You know they
Right.
5 cameras. Hey, look, you just snapped 3 pictures with that same ass camera. Why we looking at you again? Why we looking at you again? What you messed up?
Hey, see, my cousins, we have the problem of if it's more than 4 of us, you got about 4 seconds of seriousness.
Hey.
You got to hurry up and take this picture. Because somebody's going to do something stupid, and we are.
Everybody need that loud force.
We are no longer going to be paying attention.
Everybody need that loud force for Auntie. That 3, 2, 1. Everybody, look at this camera. This camera. Everybody need that Auntie.
Yeah, but that Auntie is always the last one to stand up to come and try to take her picture.
Because she's frustrated. She's sitting over there trying to enjoy her dessert because she been fucking doing. She has been breaking up shit all night. She has been saving interactions from hither to yonder all evening. She's sitting there, finally got down a place to eat her little slice of cake, and she see you motherfuckers over there drunk, trying to take a family photo. Let me go over here.
She been asking us to take this picture all night.
She
See,
get
I
up
need
like,
to get-
oh shit.
I need to make sure I get a picture of all y'all together before y'all go. All night.
Hey, and we didn't even catch everybody before they left. Lost a motherfucker or two to the evening.
Oh yeah, yeah. You already know. You already know which cousins is the. Yeah, I'm only stopping through. I'm on my way to somewhere else.
Yeah. I'm finna roll. I gotta stop to make right quick. Y'all have a good one though.
Right.
Motherfucker, it be slick though, cause motherfuckers don't even be saying bye. Motherfuckers just be getting the fuck on.
Get that Irish goodbye.
Letting you know they was in the car. Hey, I made it. Wait, you made it? You made it. Made it safe. What you mean made it safe? Wait, you ain't here?
Nah, nigga, you know that nigga's finna go when he go give that second kiss to auntie before he go. He don't say bye, he just gonna give her another kiss and then slide out the door.
Hey, you know I was here. You remember me? I was here. Remember this face? Oh, hey, when I come over for that plate, Thanksgiving, I was here. Remember that? That's what that was about. Hey, that's some black people shit. That's some black. Hey, black people shit. Y'all both black, right?
To an extent.
Yep.
Pretty sure. So, y'all from Chicago, for the most part. Used to live here, don't live here no more though. But used to live. Y'all been to Harold's. I'm sure you've ordered from Harold's.
Mm-hmm.
When you phone your order in.
For what? Nigga,
Hey,
for what? Hold on, first of all, what Harold's you calling that still got a working phone number?
Hey, look, every now and then you might look up. But at what point, how soon do you need to rush out of the house?
During COVID, they did answer the calls, and I was able to call in, and I leave out after they send me the text letting me know that my food is ready.
Oh,
So if they tell me if they call and say, all right, it'll be 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, you get ready to go in 5 minutes.
It's about a half hour. It's about a half hour at least.
Yeah.
I'm from the era of Harold's where I'm used to you can call, but all that means is that when you get there, they're gonna drop your shit.
Right.
And if there's a lot of motherfuckers, you may get your name called before all the other motherfuckers get your name called. But look, they ain't dropping your shit till you get there.
Right.
I'm accustomed to that level of treatment, and I've been exposed to you can call, but that hey look, it's gonna be they tell you 20 minutes. It ain't never ever gonna be no 20 motherfucking minutes. And I'm with you. Hey, look, I'll be getting ready to go in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So, Friday, my better half, she called in to order the Heralds, and hey, look, by the heavens above, they answered the phone.
Oh shit.
Took an order.
Oh shit.
She placed this order at about 4:30. Do you know this chick was at the door at 4:37 talking about, come on, let's go? Like, wait,
y'all had somewhere else to stop before y'all went to Harold's?
No. Harold's 2 blocks away.
Yeah, I know. I know the proximity, and I know what Harold's you're talking about. That's why I was asking if y'all maybe had to run to Walmart, stop and grab some.
No, none of that.
Had an oil change or something.
None of that. Hey, look, when I tell you coat at the door, arms folded.
Oh,
pouty,
and patiently waiting?
Pouty at the mouth. Assured that I was going to be responsible for her fries being soggy and her chicken being sweaty. So he pulls up. and it's a Friday evening, so you know,
Ooh.
ain't nobody cooking on Friday at the work. We out here, Harold. Ain't
All
no
right.
ain't no park outside, so I pull up at that fire hydrant. I'm like, well, I guess you got to get out, go in there and grab it. I'm waiting the car. 48 minutes later, she comes out with some chicken.
Oh shit.
And I'm just, hey, look, at not a point did she text me while she was in there. At a point did she want to come back to the car and wait like a sensible, normal human being would do. That's in Harold's when you know damn well it's gonna be a while. But no, she said I stood there because I thought they was gonna call my name any minute.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, no,
All
no.
right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. So Harold's, what you do is you take note of what the people are wearing when you walk in. The people that are standing there waiting, and then you go to your car. And when you see them walk out with a bag, that's when you walk in.
That's when you walk in. When you start seeing cars pull off, they got this shit. You gonna put up there talking about lies. I called at 413, left at 429, back home at 5:58, 4:58. No, nah.
In and out like a let out couch, baby.
I
Yeah,
looked it up. So
yeah.
I got
Lies.
receipts.
Lies between you
Ooh.
and your ring
But
doorbell.
you're correct that they did not have the food ready when we were there. But I've been to some of them where they have had it and they have the stuff sitting on the side and it's sweating in the bag. But he said that does not happen often.
It is not.
Hey, look. Hey, look. Hey,
I've
look.
never
Hey, look.
been to a Harold's that accept phone ins. Also, I haven't tried to call a Harold's in 40 years. Since they made it known that they don't take phone ins, I ain't gonna force my phone call on them. If they said they didn't take phone ins, I stopped calling. So I wouldn't even know if they updated their policy and now they take phone ins if they didn't make a commercial. Hey, Harold's now accept calls. They should make a they
Hey,
should
look,
make a commercial.
they accept calls. They also might bang the line on you right before you say anything.
Do
Oh,
I have to put
and
up my
don't let them
best
put you
Seinfeld
on
voice?
hold.
Do I have to put up my Seinfeld voice? Well, what is a reservation?
Yeah.
Anybody can take a reservation.
Anybody can take a
The
reservation.
point of the
Don't keep
reservation is to keep the reservation.
That's the point of the reservation. It's the whole essence of. Yeah. Hey, look. Nah, they would just pick it up, put it down, right on your ear. Wait, the phone rang 38 times, and they like, yeah, it rang 38 times, motherfucker. We heard it all 38. I got tired, so I hung right up on your ass.
The
We ain't got
motherfucker
no
say
answering machine.
this phone is to call
Voicemail
the
full in the
police.
motherfucker.
This phone is only to call the police on you rowdy niggas.
Right.
If need be. That's it.
I've called up to Harold's and been on hold and drove up there and got my order taken while I was on hold. I told her like, hey, you can hang that phone up now.
That's me.
That's me on the phone. Hey, I'm
Right.
here. I'm the guy in front of you that you just told to wait a minute. I'd like some chicken, please. Thank you.
I'm the nigga you currently lying to on the phone, bitch. Hang up.
Now turn around.
Right.
Yeah. But no, she went entirely too early. She don't know the etiquette of nothing Chicago. I'm waiting on her instincts to kick back in. I thought we was here long enough, but apparently not.
And it's a shame that she has more Chicago. She has stronger Chicago roots than you, sir.
Hey, look, first of all, no.
Yes.
And look,
Crazy that we sitting here.
I don't care if
Crazy that we sitting here admonishing this lady for being hopeful.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, we're talking about heroes here.
God damn.
Being hopeful in Chicago gets you fucked up.
Have you ever had Harold's as a kid? Did your parents ever order Harold's?
My parents, as a kid, define kid, because I was definitely like a teenager.
I said, did your parents ever order Harold
Nah,
when you were a kid?
they weren't real big Harold. They weren't real big on eating out.
I'm saying because my parents did.
Okay, motherfucker. And you still don't know how to do it. What are you saying?
What she's saying is, yo, get your hamburger eating ass out of here. She had
Right.
McDonald's.
We got McDonald's out. Oh yeah.
Hey, look, most definitely we got McDonald's at home as
Big bell pepper burger.
hey, ain't no McDonald's burger. Ain't no onion on no burger like that. What the hell is that? Bell pepper? No. How was that? You chopping up bell pepper, put it in the meat? That ain't no. They ain't how it's supposed to go.
I didn't even know what a sesame seed bun was until you.
Hey, look. Definitely had burger on regular bread. Wasn't no specialty bread in the crib. That bread was toast. That bread was a hot dog bun, hamburger bun. The bread was sandwich bread, hoagie bread. If you wanted a hoagie, peanut butter and jelly bread, grilled cheese bread.
He didn't taste the bun until he was in college. Wait, what is this? What is this? Hey, oh my God! What is this?
Hey, look! I ain't even gonna hold you. I didn't get buns till I was in college. Well, hey, look.
Nah, you did. They had you had family reunions, and they always had buns at family reunions.
Of course,
they would never have let you have a slice of bread.
I had McDonald's, but never for dinner on a Tuesday was I used to experiencing a bun. But in the cafeteria, they gonna put that burger on the bun, put a sloppy Joe, and they gonna have buns out there.
Hey. That's crazy. We did only get buns for special occasions. Damn, buns were special occasion bread. Nigga.
Yeah.
Could you get that off on your kids today? Well, I said some shit the other man, do you remember when fruit cocktail was dessert? Do you think you could get that shit off on a kid today?
That's a snack. It's a snack. It's not a dessert, really. It's a snack. My kids is different though. They eat and read the package. Like, what's the salt intake? How many milligrams does this guy?
We used to love the canned fruit cocktail though.
Yeah,
that was a dessert.
With that thick ass syrup. Yeah, hell yeah.
Heavy
and
syrup.
Who got the one cherry that was in that motherfucker? It was always only one cherry in the fucking can. Yes.
Hey, look, it was never a full cherry neither. It was like a half a cherry shell.
It's actually crazy that, like, the fruit that our parents, well, not everybody's parents, but some parents bought were the canned fruit until you got older. You like, you're supposed to buy fresh
that was
fruit.
Everybody's parents because it was a matter of shit. Motherfuckers don't even recall this shit. But pineapples, we didn't get fresh pineapples when we were shorties because the motherfuckers didn't travel well. Because they did not travel well. The motherfuckers had a 2-3 day shelf life, and to get them motherfuckers from Hawaii and Indonesia to America was next to impossible. So all we got was canned pineapple in the Midwest for years.
Hey, do you think that Americans have the wherewithal to go back to a time where we could eat canned fruits and shit like that? Like, motherfuckers is starting to bubble up and starting to recognize that you buy fruit and 2-3 days later, this shit is unusable. Like, people are slowly recognizing that shit now. Now, will we have the nuts to say, fuck it?
No, it's too much
I want that high fructose corn syrup.
No.
I'm gonna get that shit.
I'm on the side of our producer, no, but for a different, well, no, for that reason too, because there's too many preservatives, because we got too many calorie watchers. I think there's too many divisions of people, and when one faction forms, there will be a counter to form. So everybody who says that fruit is spoiling quicker, there's a bunch of motherfuckers say what they doing to the fruit to make it last so long. Because I've heard that exact argument as well. That fruit is lasting 10 times longer. It's not real.
Hey, they putting it in the can, sealing that motherfucker.
No, I mean actual fruit. Like no, I'm saying no, because
these apples were still out here fresh. Wait a minute, this shit supposed to be finished.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers lettuce last in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So I don't think there will be a necessity for motherfuckers thinking. I don't think there will ever be 100% agreement that fruit is spoiling so fast that we have to revert back to canning. But you have a sect of people who just into canning, period, because they're growing their own food and they're realizing that, you know, when you grow their shit without all the preservatives and chemicals, it does spoil at a relatively quick rate of yesteryear.
Mm-hmm. Like, oh, that's what we use some preservatives for, to preserve this shit. Okay, all right. I don't know. I think I don't think we for some reason we never find balance. We always overcorrect shit.
It's just always gonna be an overcorrection.
Always. Like, answer be simple right there. Just we blow right past that motherfucker and go all the way to 60.
Yeah, I think that's our culture, because we hear about people in Europe all the time and how their government, they what's the term? I can't think now.
They
don't allow certain things. They have regulations, stricter. Yeah, they don't allow a lot of stuff that we allow. Yeah, even in Canada.
Their red dye number, whatever the fuck that is. They got a different Fruit Loops everywhere else.
Yeah.
The ingredients are slightly different than ours.
So people over there actually may eat canned fruit because they can. Because maybe it was very similar to when we were able to eat it. But now canned fruit has way more different things in it than.
Because they can or they got to. Because it's that real for them over there.
Well, it depends on what country.
All the ones that ain't got it do worse than us. Apparently, we are the best country on the planet. And it's because you can come here and get fat than a motherfucker. Like this is the country to come get fat, right?
Yes, the land of abundance.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? We got the largest. Our smalls are most people's large. Most people look at our sizes like that's the portion of drink you gonna get. What the fuck? How did? Yeah, nah, G, that ain't how we do it at our McDonald's. No, at all. Like, we fat as hell. So
yeah. We're bigger than most people.
Yeah. So I don't know about that discipline. I don't know where I was going with that.
It's funny that we ain't got no regulars.
Shit go from small. This country is fucked up. No.
We got no normal. We have no. Americans don't have a basis for the C student, even though most of us are the C student. Like, we go small, medium, large. Ain't no category for regular. You either small, you either medium, or you're large. But small, medium, or large are comparative analysis. It's based on something. Where is the something that is based on? Where's the number one pencil?
Ain't no default.
Ain't no default. This right here is a new default. 73 ounces of sugar drink.
I know this is way off topic, but do you remember how they used to introduce gangs? You remember how they used to? I know this shit is way off topic, but do you know how they used to show us how they used to depict gangs in the fucking 90s? Like, think about how every picture they showed you of a gang, one of them niggas was toothless, but they all used to look like bodybuilders and shit like that. And think about gangs now. If they were to show you what a gang would look like now, juxtaposed to back there, wouldn't it just inherently make you like, hey, either that was propaganda or we shouldn't fear these motherfuckers?
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. I wouldn't feel compelled overly to cross the street with some of these new gang members.
Nigga, but do you remember them depictions of the 90s though? Every picture they showed you, Stanley took it.
Oh, the motherfuckers was formidable looking.
Nigga, they look like warriors. Look like gladiators. They look like super predators. Like, you should be scared of their motherfucking ass.
Hey, look. You see some of the motherfuckers, you be like, I see what you're talking about, Joe.
see.
I can see why you're a little nervous. I wouldn't want to walk to that motherfucker in the dark alley either.
But just
Yeah.
imagine putting up a motherfucker picture of YNW Melly.
Like, wait, what? Him? No, nah. It's okay.
King Harris, Chris Brown, like Tookie would roll over in his grave.
I mean, all of them. You better have a strap. Hey, look, I saw some shit the other day. It didn't make me overly proud. I'm almost reluctant to share it. But they had a bunch of the young fellas, the young gents, had an altercation with some of the Venezuelan gentlemen in an alley. And these motherfuckers brought sticks and whatever else they found, like fence parts and shit. It was a motherfucker carrying a 16-foot plank to a fight. A rugby ball. Like, what the fuck is you gonna do with a 16-foot plank in a fight? And apparently some of the Venezuelans have brought machetes and knives and shit like that. They brought better fighting implements.
They had better fight tools.
All you heard was motherfucker. All you heard was the girl on the camera saying, "It's 1,000 of them out here. It's so many of them. It's 1,000,000 of them out here." And then you can see all of the combatants coming back in a retreat formation, looking back like, yeah, I ain't no bitch, but yeah, I don't want to go over there and do nothing no more. Type of pace.
They wasn't ready for the machetes.
They weren't ready for the machetes. Hey, look, fam, if they ain't got a gun, they ain't really they can't handle it. They can't handle it. Yeah, nah, you're not finna, fam. It's not a sword. Like, you're not a sword. You're not finna. Hey, come on, fam. You're not finna just machete me. You gotta surprise them all. You can't just. You can't brandish a machete. It's not as wieldy as you would think.
Shit. Nigga, what?
Like, I can see where you coming with that. Like, you're not finna.
Hey, fam. If a motherfucker walk up on you with a machete, you are 100% walking in the opposite direction.
Fam,
we not even finna do that today.
Fam, if we're fighting, and I got
a fighting.
If I got a weapon too, I'm not shook of the machete like that.
Oh,
it's
shit.
not you're not a ninja. I'm not. Come on. Are we really sitting here have a sword fight, my G? Come on, fam. I'm gonna hit you with a stick, and you're gonna drop the machete. You're not slicing.
Definitely not facing. You are definitely not facing a nigga with a stick, with a machete with a stick. You.
Yeah. I mean, not like no branch, nigga. I mean, like a good stick, like a good, like one of them sticks from Friday.
I'm giving you a bat, and you not walking up on a nigga with a machete.
Uncle Willie stick. Nah, I take a bat. I do a bat versus machete.
Fam, you are not walking up on a nigga with
Fam, I do a bat versus machete. Machete's got little handles. You ain't got no real.
Man, look, I can make this happen. I want to see this now. I can make this happen. I actually got old Russian niggas that I need to run down on, goddamn it. And I'm pretty sure they gonna pull out a machete when we get there.
Hey, I'm
gonna give you this back.
Sure.
Hey, look.
Say anything may happen.
I am for all equally yoked combat. So don't be bringing me up to no machete experts.
Right.
Talk about, all right, go ahead now. I don't want to fuck with the Ken Griffey of machete. I couldn't think of a knife person for shit. But
hey, you could have been racist and just said somebody Asian right there.
Oh, I could have.
And we all would have got the reference.
Couldn't think of I couldn't.
The Jackie Chan and machetes. Hey, you could have been real racist and said somebody Haitian, but I don't think anybody would have got that.
Hey, whoever you can get, I don't care. You get Yoshimitsu. I'm not fighting that motherfucker. I'm fighting C-level talent or worse. I know my level. I'm henchman level appropriate.
Fam,
I fight the motherfuckers who like on the first level. I
fam,
don't fight the motherfucker who next to the boss.
I'm finna put a video in the
Stay out
chat.
my
and I
range.
guarantee
I got
you
bad
will walk
back,
up on
bad
this
knee.
motherfucker. Now this I don't understand. There's certain shit
look,
I understand.
All I'm saying is
I
this:
don't
these motherfuckers today don't look all that imposing no more, and they got back down when they went to a fight to fight some motherfuckers, and all these niggas had was some fucking machetes. I'm just saying.
Hey,
It's the
all
all
these
part
niggas
that
had
you
is machetes is a big all these niggas have.
right?
Hey, look, but you went there to do this, and you was
I didn't
talking
go there
shit,
for machetes.
and you was talking shit. They didn't surprise you with the machetes. You could see the motherfucker standing over there with them.
That is
You
true. They
grabbed
did
the
walk
swing
down on
for
the
the
machete.
machete. They didn't
You
even
can't
try.
sneak a machete. You can't sneak a machete into a fight.
You can't. Well, you can, but I mean, it might be a little difficult. I don't know. All I'm saying was it wasn't nobody bleeding, wasn't nobody cut, ain't nobody getting no proof of no machete action happening. Like, oh shit, nah, it's real out here. Nah, never mind. They had none of that. At least make them prove it. Somebody.
Nah,
I
you
know
ain't
this
gotta make
sound
it prove it.
crazy. I know this sound crazy, but I don't care.
I
At least make it
I-
prove it. You went to a
Yes.
fucking rumble.
I know you be slopey a lot, but this is the craziest of the crazy, nigga.
You went to a rumble.
Fam.
What you want from me?
I'm taking machete word for it.
No, I ain't
Then
taking
why he
machete
come to
word
the
for it. I'm
rumble?
taking a gun, and when he pull out his machete, I'm shooting his ass. But I'm not then finna go. I'm not finna sit on this podcast and act like I'm into fencing in any way, shape, period. I don't give a fuck if that nigga had one of them little, what the fuck is them called?
Hey, look,
I
I'm
don't
with
what they
taking
call.
the bat to a machete fight. I'm just
I don't
saying.
give a fuck if it was
If
that
I
bitch
hit
from
them,
Game
if
of
I hit,
Thrones with
if
needles.
my bat and your machete meet, I don't think you're gonna be holding on to the machete. If we swing these motherfuckers into each other, I don't think you're gonna be holding that shit. If I got a good enough, if I had a thick enough pipe, I don't know if you want to be holding that machete either, fam. I'm just saying, it's not really a good weapon. It's a good torture implement, but like weapon.
It's a great weapon.
Y'all picking up the machete off the table?
Yes. If everything else on the table is blunt, I am picking up the sharp object. Yes.
Yeah, I want the slicey.
So you wouldn't pick up the bat with the barbed wire on it, or just the bat in general? I'm going with the bat, fam. I'm gonna be better with the bat than I am with the machete. I'm not fucking
I'm going with
Mike Myers.
I feel more comfortable with a bat, but I'm still going with the machete because I feel
my
like
nigga, my weapon was invented to cut through your weapon.
But you know damn well that machete ain't cutting through the bat. You know damn
now
well
you talking
that
about a shitty machete and you finna put too many caveats. That weapon was literally invented to cut through your weapon.
Amen.
In 2 strokes, mind you. And motherfuckers,
It was made to cut through some weeds.
No, it wasn't. It was made to cut through thick
little bark
branches
off.
in the jungle.
Not knocking logs off with a
A bat is not a log.
machete,
a bat is a thick branch.
A bat is
and that's what
thick. A bat is hard. And look, you gonna get the perfect angle on that motherfucker. He is just gonna. I don't know, man. I'm going with the slugger. I'm sorry.
That weapon is literally invented to cut through your weapon. And you're not gonna dance around that.
I'm going with the slugger, fam. I know what to tell you. You think you got a Kenzo blade or some shit?
No, it was invented to cut. That's its purpose. Is to cut through bat-sized wood.
Brush. It's not an axe, fam.
No, it's not meant to cut down brush.
All right.
It's meant to cut down wood. Big wood. Scythes were invented to cut down brush. Machetes were invented to cut down thick wood. Wooded jungle areas.
Hey, look. All I know is I've tried to hack branch off tree with machete. It's difficult. It's not an easy task. It's not it's some work involved. You gotta put your back into it.
definitely ain't saying that. But your arm ain't a branch, and he ain't aiming for that bat. All I'm saying is it was invented to
don't
destroy
got
that
to, but
bat.
you ain't finna be slick with no. Hey, look again. I'm not going against the A-list level motherfuckers with the machetes. I'm not going against the machete of machetes.
Right. But what you gonna do when he wait for you to swing?
Hey, look, we could both be some standoff motherfuckers. Bust a move, nigga. Bust a move. All I know is my stance gonna be
If he
better.
gets you in a standoff, you definitely pop.
I'm
Because now
fucking
he
you.
could just jump at you, flinch at you until your motherfucking ass out of rhythm and whack,
Yeah,
whole
okay.
leg gone.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I ate my ass, nigga. This is literally all right. Never mind. Let's get to some topics. We gonna have a very. I saw it in your eyes. I said that shit when I seen you. I said, "Oh, you in real form already." I seen it in your eyes. I didn't know machete though. We was gonna go with machete. I'm running up on a machete. I would rather have you said pistol. Nigga. At least I believe you can matrix a little bit. But a machete? All you gonna do with that machete is lose a thumb. When that motherfucker, when y'all Conan the Barbarian sword clink and that motherfucker slide down to your hand. I ain't saying this shit is gonna happen. This nigga is gonna be a swordsman. I'm saying this motherfucker fuck you up on accident with a machete. You ever seen them two Haitian motherfuckers machete fight? And that's two niggas with a machete.
Hey, look, yeah. You get fucked up with a machete. Clanking and sliding and shit. You don't know how to fence.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Bat, but with a bat. I didn't want him. I don't want a machete with a machete. Give me the bat.
Oh, you crazy as hell. I definitely want a machete with a machete. I want you to have the same amount of fear of being cut as I do, which is what's gonna determine some of these swings. Like, I don't think none of us have the fear of being hit with a bat that we do with being. All right, if you standing there unguarded, what would you rather a motherfucker get a full swing with at your ass? A bat or a machete?
Bat.
Thank you. All right,
Bat.
that's it.
Yeah, I'm
That's
standing
it.
there
Long-
unguarded. I gotta take the hit. Yeah, bat.
All right, long as you're not crazy. Cool. That's it. I'll let you have that. You run it up a machete shit because I can't prove it. And I don't want to prove it. So we could definitely let you have that one. A machete? I think I've been stabbed a lot. And I remember every time. Motherfucker pulled a katana out on me. And I felt like you at that point. I felt like, what the fuck is you going to do with that? Till he stabbed me with that motherfucker. Like, oh, yeah. Yeah, you do have a fucking katana, huh? Stabbed in the arm, stabbed in the hand. And these are little knives. Motherfucker ain't never Crocodile Dundee my ass. That's not a knife. This is a knife. I've always been stabbed with house implements. And every single time, you know, the only time I ever wasn't scared to get stabbed, it was a person standing between me and the motherfucker with the knife that she also wanted to stab. I think that was the only time I didn't think twice about knives. I was willing to box the bitch with the knives because I knew she was gonna stab bro first. I mean, it wasn't like I was offering him up. It was just the position we was standing there when she came out with the knives. Like, I was in the middle of the fight and he was behind me. So when she came out, when her brother came, when she came out with the knives to protect her brother, because I was beating the shit out of her brother, me and bro turned around. And so now he's standing in front and I'm behind him. And she had two of the biggest butcher knives. Bro pointed at that bitch. He said, bitch, I'll beat your ass. And she turned around and walked away. Hey, you can't do nothing but bluff a nigga with a knife, bro. You can't do shit but bluff a nigga with a fucking knife. When you ain't got nothing but your fist.
Yeah.
Because I know how to fight a motherfucker with a knife. I've fought a motherfucker with a knife, and every time I still got cut. I didn't get cut as bad, but I still got cut. Like the first thing you do is just wrap your motherfucking arm up and punch the shit out their ass. That's it. Cause they can't. They arms is just as long as yours. So they got them couple extra inches of that knife that they could stab you with. So, but most motherfuckers be trying to cut. And a lot of motherfuckers be trying that. See, I don't know if y'all ever tried to stab a motherfucker with a knife. Knives ain't as what's the word? They not just like guns, nigga. Knives take a little bit of finesse to actually.
Well, the Joker said they're more personal, more intimate. They get up close. And T.I. told everybody they don't know how to stab a nigga, keep a clean hand. I still don't understand that one, but hey, look.
See, the thing is,
The level of skill associated with it, I guess.
But see, this is what you ain't never did. You ain't never just stood up and air stab before. If you stand up right now and air stab, you'll see like, oh, that shit ain't what I think it is. I'm gonna have to do some thinking when it comes stabbing time, because you either end up looking like one of the sharks or the Jets from West Side Story, or you look like fucking Michael Myers with it over your head. Those are the only two intrinsic ways to stab a motherfucker. Both of them two ways leave you very vulnerable. If you're doing the whole Jets from the waist stabbing, you see where that leave you. It leave you kind of prissy, like you can't put much force to it. If you do the Michael Myers over the head stabbing, motherfucker just 8-piece shoot right in the jaw. And that's how I got cut one time. Motherfucker tried to Michael Myers stab me, and I popped their ass, and they stabbed through my shirt.
Yeah, you can only beat it. Pause.
Beat it, beat it, beat it.
Yeah, I mean, no, you gotta be good at punching. I'm not saying I'm not saying you could throw a bread basket at them. It can't be, but you gotta pat, 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 pat. Good stinging disarray punches. Get them off kilter. But sharp objects are sharp for a reason. It's a reason the first king on this motherfucker was a monkey with a sharpened stick. That's how weaponry went. Sharpened stick. Motherfuckers like, all right. It was a nigga like Jacques talking about a machete. Kick my ass. What you doing? Biting niggas? There were two monkeys talking. Biting? What you bite? I bet a motherfucker won't come up and bite me. Motherfucker, my first monkey came, went like, all right. Went and got a stick. And just put an edge on the motherfucker. It wasn't even a machete, nigga. He put an edge on a stick. And people talked about him for thousands of years. And this nigga about to go machete fight a motherfucker. I don't think we really think too deeply into what we be saying sometimes. The first king on this earth was a monkey who sharpened a stick. But Jacques in 2024 is very confidently go machete fight a motherfucker. And them niggas had to figure out how to
equal skill level.
And them motherfuckers had to figure the fuck out how to dethrone him with that stick too, by the way. It took him 20, 30 years. And he was just poking motherfuckers. He wasn't even really killing nobody. It was the first time in history anybody had ever been poked. They're like, oh, do you think the first punishment was ever death? The first punishment was just pain.
Just stole on the nigga?
Yeah, they thought they were dying. The first time anybody ever felt pain and lived, motherfucker thought they were dying. Because before that, nigga was just getting eaten.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You ain't never fell, tripped, hurt yourself that way? Bumped your head in the cave when you stood up too fast? I don't know.
I don't think everybody felt that. I'm more intrinsically talking about the first time a nigga threw a punch. Yeah, everybody probably felt isolated pain, but the human brain, I don't think, was to a portion where it would register these things as a nominal event across the body. Like that was an isolated incident. I stubbed my toe. This happened. That happened. I'm talking about the first time a motherfucker realized that another human could use pain against them. I don't think a person had to kill that person at first. I think pain was a good enough until pain had to get deeper pain. Then you had to draw blood. Then blood wasn't enough. Then you had to kill a motherfucker.
I think you
pain,
definitely escalated to killing.
Yeah, escalate to killing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying how quickly or how long it took to escalate to killing, but I think pain was a deterrent for a portion of time. Those first motherfuckers, I don't think you had to kill. Just poke them. Sharp stick. He wasn't even killing no motherfuckers. He was poking motherfuckers. And the whole tribe was going, what the fuck is this? This nigga got this fucking thing. And every time we get close, he put it on us, and I feel this sensation. And they discussing it around like, man, this nigga's a god. He runs all this shit. Fuck it. My man with the sharp stick, you win. And in 2024, after we have already learned this lesson, nigga with the sharp stick win. Shock finna run up on the nigga with a machete.
Hey, with a bat. Hey, look, it's a fine tool to choose. Speaking of fighting, by the way, y'all know this upcoming shit. I think it's what, Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday.
We got the incomparable Iron Mike Tyson going up against the
Very comparable.
very comparable Jake Paul. This is Jake or Logan.
Hey, it's funny that the nigga said. It's funny that the nigga said they're comparable at the one time he compromised himself.
Hey.
Yeah, if Mike Tyson don't beat the entire shit out of this white boy, I feel like he needs to. This is the only way that I would believe that any of this shit is real.
Hey, man.
We don't even remember what happened with the Roy Jones fight.
I don't know if Mike gonna be able to refrain from fighting this guy for real. I'm watching the Netflix special to lead up to the fight. Episode 1. This motherfucker went back to Bed-Stuy, took his shirt off, and started tussling with a nigga outside of an apartment building. I think Mike might be a little ready for this fight. Like
that's probably my cousin.
Hey, look, I don't know who the dude was.
Mike probably walk up and wrestle that nigga every Monday at 7:32. At 7:32.
Hey, look, apparently he was a world champion boxer that I had never heard of before, but it's a lot of them that you don't know. He was one.
I put in the chat that the motherfucking Lou from goddamn Rocky fought Muhammad Ali. Ain't none of us know that shit.
Hey, look.
And the motherfucker got 2 losses. And one of the motherfuckers better have been to Muhammad Ali. Because Muhammad Ali got 5 losses. And I don't know to who. And it better not be to Lou from Rocky.
It better not be to you, motherfucker. Joe Frazier.
Right. George Foreman.
No, he ain't lose.
Joe Lewis.
He beat George. Joe Frazier. Did he lose to Max Bell? He lost to Larry Holmes. He lost to Larry Holmes. Shit. He lose to Ken Norton?
I was finna.
I think he
Ken
lost
Norton.
to Ken
Damn. I always want to call Ken Norton fucking the British motherfucker.
Lennox Lewis?
Lennox Lewis. Yeah. I always want to call Ken Norton Lennox Lewis. And that's because of that fucking fight night game.
Hey.
Lennox Lewis on that motherfucker was something else. The only nigga who could beat his ass was Ken Norton.
Size. It was a good matchup. But yeah, Tyson J. Paul, I think Tyson is gonna fuck dude up. if he can catch him within the first 2 rounds. If it go out of the first 2 rounds, I am worried about Mike. I don't know how many they got scheduled, but past 2, I don't think it's looking good for Mike.
So Jake Paul just got to run.
Yeah, a little bit. You got to run. I think if you run, stay away, be smart. Don't try to make no motherfucking history tonight. Well, you might be if he can still hit. Apparently, he sent a motherfucking sparring partner to the hospital recently.
Who, Mike?
Yeah, Mike. So he still got that power. If he catch you with one of these, it might turn to a bad day real quick for old Jakey.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Yeah, he got to. I'm hoping this is a second round knockout.
Hey, look, it needs to be. It needs to be. They had Jake Paul on the motherfucker trying to play Punch Out. First of all, his Nintendo starting skills was subpar.
Mm.
He from the wrong generation. He ain't do the insert wiggle. He ain't really blowing like he was supposed to. He ain't put another cartridge in it to hold it down. Like,
oh, so he just didn't know what the fuck he was out there doing.
he was smacking the TV trying to make shit work. Like, it's not the TV fault, fam. It's not the TV fault. But he was trying to play Punch Out. He was playing Mike. That motherfucker must have tried Mike 753 times in a row. He could not get it. He did not get it in the episode that I saw. He did not get Mike on that one. So I don't know what that do to somebody. I know what it did to me as a child. I would have been ready to fuck Mike up had I had the chance to like put my hands on him. Would have been pointless. I'm not saying it would have been anything other than that. However, the sentiment would have been there. I don't know what kind of animus this man is charging up with his Nintendo and this 12-inch little VCR TV combo set he got going. But it's some. So we go see Friday. But I got Tyson.
Yeah, and apparently you can bet on this. So this might be an actual fight. It's scheduled to go at least 7 rounds.
Hey, if it goes 7 rounds, it goes 7 rounds. But all I know is motherfuckers definitely gonna be checking the tape to see if that punch was landed in the way that it was reacted to. If I see anything brushed by you, he ain't even hit you there. Yeah.
Did he fight his brother?
No, I don't think he fought his brother, to my knowledge.
Oh, that was Floyd Mayweather that fought his brother.
Floyd fought the younger brother. No, did Floyd fight the brother?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The older brother that's fighting Mike. This ain't the younger brother.
The big brother, the big one.
Floyd fought the younger brother.
The smaller one, yeah. If he fought anybody, he fought the smaller one.
Yeah, I think, yeah. But that goes to show you we didn't give a fuck about the active champion fight. Like we talked about it a lot before the fight happening, but none of us thought what happened. None of us gave a fuck to go back and look at it the second time.
What'd you say? Because you kind of broke up a little bit.
Oh shit. I said none of us gave a fuck. Like we talked about that fight, but this is my prediction for the fight. Just like that fight, we talked about it far more than we talked about this fight, leading up to it and everything. We were more in depth, and look how we look at that fight in retrospect. We can all give two shits about it. I don't think any of us watched it in the moment. Like I'm taking that fight as my litmus for this fight.
I don't know. I don't take them all that serious. It's for entertainment. It's not a real. It's an exhibition. You know what I'm saying? From a 60-year-old retired boxer and a motherfucker in his 20s trying to prove a point. only gonna be so much legitimacy I give it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like the way I see Tyson's hand speed at this age and his power that he still got. Like, there's no way that he can legitimately hit this nigga in the face more than 3 times and he don't be completely done for.
It's gonna be a bad day. Like I say, Tyson hitting hard. That shit looks unpleasant.
Tyson-y.
It looks unpleasant.
Hey, you know what I use as my measure? Myself. And in my derelicted, corrupted state, I still feel like I could beat the shit out of a motherfucker. And I'm projecting my trajectory for me feeling like this for 10 years. I still think I could fuck a motherfucker up. And what's Tyson, 56, 57?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I just want to point out that you sitting here talking about you could fuck up Tyson, but you was ready to ridicule me when I said that I would fight Tyson.
I didn't say shit about fucking up Tyson. I
Oh.
said I'm measuring how I feel like I could fight and projecting that towards Tyson.
Oh, okay. All right.
At 57, I don't feel like he is as out of shape as we are saying just because we're saying the words 57 years old.
Okay, I got you now.
I'm looking at me. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at Dion. I don't think, because we're all 43. So we're talking 10, 15 years. I don't see such a dramatic drop-off in any of our fighting prowess in that 10 to 15 years. And I'm projecting that onto Mike Tyson, is what I'm saying. So I don't think Mike Tyson has had the dramatic fall off. From a professional heavyweight fighter, yes. From a kick the fuck out of Jake Paul's ass, not likely.
Yeah.
I look at Jake Paul like that nigga he smacked on the plane. And I was in fear for that motherfucker that he smacked on the plane. Because that's still Mike Tyson. Like Buster Douglas, Holyfield, fucking Lennox Lewis. No. Then I'd be questioning, is Mike still got it?
Yeah.
But Jake Paul, Logan Paul, nah. Paul Logan, that's Crocodile Dundee, by the way.
Crocodile Dundee might be a little bit more formidable. Do we get a knife? Hat.
Yeah, no. So Mike Tyson is still the Mike Tyson. I was just thinking about Mike Tyson the other day. Pause.
You got to talk to the mic.
I said I was just thinking about Mike Tyson the other day. Pause. You know how bad of a motherfucker Michael Jackson had to be to claim the Mike? Like make everybody else go by something else. Yeah, you're a bad motherfucker. You made Michael Jordan and Mike Tyson choose other names.
Yeah, they had to use their last names.
If it was 3 motherfuckers in the room and a motherfucker saying, "There go Mike," who are they talking about?
If I know they're not talking about Michael Jackson if they cut it off.
What?
Because if they were talking about Michael, they just say Mike. What's up, Mike? Hey, Mike. Because that's who you're gonna be talking about.
All 3 of them Mike's though.
Say what? You ain't in the mic.
I said everybody is Mike though.
Yeah, but when Michael Jackson's in the room, he's the only Mike. You got to go be something else.
You got to go be somebody else. You know what made me think about that though? Is that all the shit Martin Luther King died for us. But it's only 2 months out the year that when you hear the word Martin, you think of him. Martin Lawrence did a whole lot in a little bit of time that he usurped Martin from Martin Luther King.
Ooh, hey, look.
Only in January, his birthday, and February, Black History Month, when you hear the word Martin, do you automatically assume Martin Luther King? But anytime a motherfucker say the word Martin outside of those 2 months.
Hey, look, I'm gonna let you be the face of this crazy shit he's saying right now. I don't want no pause of that. And I said enough of crazy shit of my own.
Hey, it's
This
the truth.
podcast.
It's the truth. It's the truth. Deny it.
It is the
Deny it.
truth.
If I had on clothes, I would turn on my camera. But it's
Like,
the motherfucking truth.
If you don't say "and Malcolm," you instantly think of Martin Lawrence.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, but I think that's just for a certain age range.
Is it?
But I think it's the majority
right.
of us in the 50s, maybe late 40s to early 30s.
So is that an age thing? If you say Martin around a certain crowd, like above what 60, gonna automatically assume Dr. King.
Yeah.
Below 60, is there a Martin Luther King's age threshold? Oh hell no.
Yep. All right. I think.
But see, Malcolm ain't like that though. We all think when you say Malcolm, we all think the exact same Malcolm.
See, but there, who the fuck we gonna think of? Jamal Warner?
Not
Jamal Warner. That's not Malcolm.
Theo name don't ring out. Like we not finna compare the legacy of Homeboys in Outer Space to Martin.
Hey, yo, look. First of all, Theo wasn't on Homeboys in Outer Space.
No, goddamn it, no. Him and fucking Eddie Griffin. What the fuck is the name of the show?
Malcolm and Eddie.
Malcolm and Eddie. Yeah.
Malcolm and Eddie.
That would be
Malcolm
incredible.
and Eddie.
Why in the fuck couldn't I think of that?
This nigga said Malcolm and
look.
Eddie Griffin. What the fuck was the name of that show?
Oh no, what the fuck?
Hey, you see? I told you we're getting crazy.
Eddie Griffin. They had a show together.
Right.
I told you we getting crazy. I couldn't think of it either. I just heard Jamal Warner and Eddie Griffin had a show together. And I'm like, what the fuck is the name of it, motherfucker? What the fuck is the name of it? Friends. No. But yeah.
Buddy.
We all unifiedly think Malcolm. When you say Malcolm, we think Malcolm X. But depending on your age bracket, hey, when you say Martin, nigga, first thing motherfuckers thinking, Martin, niggas ain't even going Dr. King.
Yeah.
Except January and fucking February. His birthday month and fucking Black History Month.
Somebody asked on Facebook, who is the default Martin?
Who's the default Martin? Lawrence.
Yeah.
One undoubtedly.
Yeah. I think the under 30, not so much because they didn't grow up with Martin. Like they didn't get to experience the Martin that we experienced.
But I even think they're gonna say Martin. They're not gonna say Luther King.
Yeah,
Hey, look, you don't even get Martin status in the conversation of who gets Martin. You bogus as hell. You skewing the argument already.
No. What I'm saying is, he said the under 30. I don't think under 30 has the depth to even acknowledge him on the 2 months that everybody else unifiedly acknowledges him. I'm just saying they're uncouth is all I'm saying.
But you keep saying Martin versus and the other guy, Luther King.
That's my postulation is that Martin Lawrence has won the Martin race.
No, I'm saying, damn, in the consideration though, in the conversation of it, it's already over with. It's already over.
I think so. I mean, that's why I'm asking you guys.
Calling this man Luther King.
Luther the King. But
yeah.
Look, the makes it a little bit better, but still.
Yeah, because you got to separate him from the original Martin Luther.
Yeah.
Who was a king.
Was he a king? I thought it was just like overachieving priest.
Martin Luther was a priest or a pope or some shit.
I thought he was a religious king.
And then Karl Marx was the other guy. They said he was,
No, that was Marxism that they said he adapted his philosophy.
Right. I said Karl Marx. Yeah.
Yeah, but Marxism is like 2 steps away from communism. Hey, if you ever wanted to cut your camera off, now's the time. What is the real problem with communism?
I think the real problem with communism is lack of choice and lack of freedom.
Oh no, you don't have to be an overachiever. See,
Hey,
this
look,
the thing.
he's gonna take the other position on this conversation. By the way,
What I'm saying is the reason most people have a problem with communism is because they can't keep their extras. But ain't nobody telling you to go make no extras, nigga.
So
You don't have to be an overachiever and get rich. You could toe the line and get these 2 peanuts like everybody else.
you just do your job and take your 450.
Right.
Take your
Nobody is
450 and
saying
go
you have.
home.
Nobody's saying you have to be a stellar overachiever and
so the
build some
problem with
massive type of wealth.
communism is desire. As long as you
Yeah.
don't want more than 2 peanuts, you'll be happy.
Yes, exactly. Greed. Greed is the problem with communism, and nobody wants to say that.
Hey,
Because
look,
we can all settle, because in communism,
hey, look. It's
everybody
not
gets a
always
vote.
greed. It's not always greed because I'm not greedy because I want 3 peanuts as opposed to the 2 that you're saying I'm supposed to have.
That's
I'm
how
not
it goes.
satiated
We as the
by
people,
the 2 peanuts.
that's
It's not
see,
enough.
See,
So I'm
that's
not necessarily
Marxism.
greedy. That's not the reason why it fails.
That's Marxism. Communism, we all get to set the tone for these peanuts. But once we set the tone as a unified public, that's the tone. In Marxism, the government sets the tone. But in communism,
I thought
it's
communism, the government controls the means of production.
they control the means of production, but you set the parameters of everything.
Yeah,
The
all right.
populace.
Yeah, all right. If you tell the government you want 3 rolls of toilet tissue, they making 2 per household, nigga.
I mean, the government gonna government. I'm not saying the government ain't. What I'm saying is, inherently, intrinsically, there isn't a big issue. Greed is the only issue with communism.
Yep. So you now the face of, hey, yo, look, only problem with communism is
Hey, just understand that the words were not coming out of my mouth. See, 2 different voices. As long as we understand that.
Hey, do you realize that this is what our grandparents be hemming and hard at? Like, you don't understand how good you have it. Like, me literally saying that would have me in all types of shit if this was 60 years ago. Not even 60, 40, I would be on a list right now. But 60 for sure, I would have some type of action taken.
Hey, look, man. You think you're not currently on a list, and that's amazing. But the way it worked now, you don't need no. I saw some shit on the motherfucking on the Google scroll page today. It was the words you don't want to say on the internet. And hey, look, you'd be surprised how easy it would be to get on the terror watch list.
That's the problem.
Because you want to talk about the explosive deals, the explosion of the deal extravaganza on Friday.
But that's the problem with being on the terror watch list these days. If everybody on it, what's the terror watch list?
And look, I don't know, but I don't know how many motherfuckers they're gonna put on it, and what priority am I? I might be in that number now.
Right, it might be slow mo.
Right. You know, we had a hiring event last week. We finally got to the M's, nigga. I don't want. We're not Google certain shit. And it's instinctual. You just know the shit you're not supposed to Google. What will make my microwave explode? Like, don't do that. Don't Google it.
Shit. I didn't put the shit about the exploding pages in there. Speaking of microwave,
we didn't, but I think we talked about that when it happened.
We did.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
recall.
They hit them with the ultimate 911. That was bogus as hell. We even talked about the guy who told the motherfucker on CNN, I hope your pager don't go off.
Mhm.
And they kicked him off. He didn't make it. He didn't come back from commercial break. Shit, it was on CNN. I was watching the other day. They had a motherfucker. They wanted to kick him off, but they just couldn't muster up the strength too. They wanted to find a way though. It was on Abby Phillips show again this time. Dude said they got boys playing girls sports, and the motherfucker he was talking to lost it. He said, "I'm not gonna stand here for you doing all this homophobic, transphobic rhetoric." I was trying to figure out what the dude said that was transphobic, homophobic rhetoric. He was referring to the hate speech in which was this gentleman saying that there are boys playing girls' sports. The hate speech was you calling these trans girls boys.
Yeah, I was talking to a trans the other day.
Hey, the people at the desk went off.
Mhm.
She didn't go off, but she was like, hey, we can't do that. Let's leave. I know you're not that, but let's leave space for the feelings of other people and how they may be offended. Dude was like, I don't even know how to talk no more. Shit. I just think it's wrong. Back to you, Abby. Shit. I don't know. Y'all gonna cancel me.
Hey, isn't it the ultimate sign? Isn't it the ultimate compliment that you start being homophobic with a stud? Like when with 3 men and a stud are sitting in a room, ain't the ultimate sign of acceptance when you forget that motherfucker's a part of the people you disparaging? I mean, I hate all this gay shit, my nigga.
Hey, you made it.
You made it, right?
You made it.
So I had realized that I had just said this to a stud the other day. I'm like, man, they always trying to throw this gay shit on the motherfucker. I looked at her. I was like, oh my God, you made it. I didn't even really think about before I said that. You just one of the folks now. I didn't even get PC, nigga. I'm usually a social justice warrior. I would curb my the way that I speak to preserve the integrity of the conversation for you normally. But I didn't even think of you as a woman in this moment. You just one of the guys.
Hey, look, some of them studs don't think of themselves as women. They call it gay for you to think of them as women.
I see. Yeah, and that's the thing. All right, so I be seeing these motherfuckers in the store with their pants sagging and shit. And matter of fact, watching this show on
Hey, look,
motherfucking Tubi
hey, look,
right now.
it ain't
I
gotta
got
be
it
a
on
show.
Tubi.
It ain't gotta be a show. You was in Target the other day.
No, 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 no. I'm watching this show on Tubi called Hoochie Daddies. And it is the most wildest shit on earth. First of all, it's a house full of studs that are doing some type of competition. Now, there are at least 2 of these studs that are walking around with their shirt off at all times.
The titties.
Yeah, titties. And it's hilarious. And it's like, I don't know if that's like stud stunting or like because there's this other stud in the house who got some big ass titties. So she just wears sports bras all the time. So I'll be wondering, like,
No,
is that
no.
stud jealous?
Hey, look, when it's real, you ain't gotta wear a sports bra. If you really felt that way, then do that shit. Hey,
Nah.
hey, look, Mike.
Is that
Um,
swim t-shirt thing?
all the Bush people could be on YouTube, full titty all the way out, no coverage.
I look at it like a fat nigga in a t-shirt in a swimming pool thing.
No, but hear me out real quick. They could be on the YouTube, full titty out, no coverage, no nothing, just boom, right there, bow. Because it's not nudity to them. That's their culture. That's their thing. This ain't a titty. This is just chest, right?
Javine ain't going.
Now, this is on the same platform. You got dudes out there at the beach with their shirt off on the YouTube. If you want to gender yourself as such, Is it a violation of your equality or your rights if they blur your shit?
Mm, I think so.
Can you sue for discrimination on your video if you are a woman that identifies as a man, but you have a set of knockers that'll make Pamela Anderson do a double take? Are we realistically in the point in time in society where that person can get a lawsuit off for discrimination because you are hindering their YouTube channel from getting the proper traction that it deserves because she considers herself a man and she wants to do manly content and she thinks that you're emasculating her by putting the pixelation on her joint? Are we there?
No, we're definitely not there
Are we around the corner?
because nah. Well, I guess we're around the corner because these studs was walking around with their shirt off, but they did still have like the tape over their nipples.
See? That's emasculation, fam. Would you let the motherfucker put tape on your nipples and how you walk around somewhere?
Nah. My nipples is for the streets.
Hey, look, cause why? Cause you a man, right?
Yeah.
A man, I ain't finna put my nipples up for nobody.
Fuck nah.
So are they not a man?
Damn. Yeah.
Hey, we all finna not be progressive in this motherfucker.
Hey, it's many
We all finna be fucked up in this bitch.
there's many a non sequitur rules in fucking American society, nigga. Many fucking rules that don't make goddamn sense, that don't line up, don't gel when you flesh them out. Motherfucker, I pointed out many a times that the alcohol content of Watson's fucking lemon extract is vanilla extract is much higher than Boone's Farm. But you don't need ID to buy no Watson's. Why? Because you can't show up to a motherfucking party with a fifth of Watson's vanilla extract. Like, hey, turn up. Just because it's not acceptable society-wise. Like, nobody's going to show up with a fifth of mouthwash. Even though you can drink mouthwash and get intoxicated. It's just not societally acceptable. So it ain't about the intoxication. It's about what's forcibly acceptable from peer to peer.
Is it possible to drink a fifth of lemon extract without getting sick?
Now that I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you can. Well,
no.
Are you just saying no?
I'm also not drinking a fifth of mouthwash without getting sick either.
Well, I know people that drink fifths of mouthwash and don't get sick, so I'm pushing back on that one. But
you think I believe I would have a problem with a fifth of mouth? Hey, look, I'm already like a little queasy when I swallow it accidentally. A little bit of it don't feel right.
Pause.
Yeah.
You're not addicted, sir.
Huh?
I said you're not addicted, sir.
You right.
People do what they got to do when they got to do it, but yeah,
you right.
Like I said, it's not about the alcohol consumption. It's about control, and it's about.
I think that the average person that's not addicted, like the average party goer that just wants to get a buzz, would have an issue drinking enough mouthwash to get a buzz.
Right, but I'm saying, let's take it out of the people who would do it legally. I'm talking about the realm of legality. Let's talk about the people who would do it illegally. The things that they go through to break that law. They don't have to go through it. But the reason that they do is because it's not societally acceptable to show up with a gallon of vanilla extract or lemon extract. Like, hey guys, this is the legal way for us to get drunk. But we three have broken every law when we was kids to buy Boone's Farm, nigga. We could have just went and legally bought a fifth of fucking vanilla extract.
But
could you see us sitting drinking a fifth of vanilla extract, passing it around?
But I couldn't see that. I couldn't see us drinking multiple swigs of vanilla extract.
That's my point.
Because you're gonna be sick.
I don't think you'll be sick. I think
That's
we'd
my
be sick
point.
of drinking it.
At this point,
I think we could. We've mixed it. We mixed and mashed every single thing to master taste to get it down. We've never done that. Why? Because we wasn't that desperate. But we would be ingenuitive enough to figure out how to purchase alcohol. Why? Because it's societally acceptable. That's why. We didn't even think about alternatives. It was no need to even figure out alternatives because the societally acceptable version was right at our heads. It was just illegal. There was an invisible wall up. We're like, fuck that wall. That wall wasn't enough of a deterrent. But the mental manipulation that they've given us about showing up with things outside of the norm is so ingrained in us, you just envision yourself getting sick about drinking this shit. Not saying that you can or can't. But it can't be as simple as I've been hoodwinked. Though the government hoodwinked me all the time. I would get sick. That's why. You have to come up with another reason other than being hoodwinked. Your spirit don't want to say, hey, I've been bamboozled yet again.
So you think we've been bamboozled?
Yes. I think we've been bamboozled just to give a fuck about auspices. Yes. We have been bamboozled to judge books by their cover while simultaneously saying, I don't judge books by the cover. Yes. I think that's the greatest bamboozling ever. That we all say, I don't judge books by its cover when we all clearly judge books by their cover.
I mean, yeah, we do. I ain't gonna say we
Why
don't.
they make cute covers?
The reason why.
That is the point. Yeah, we got topics and shit.
We do got topics. Where y'all want to start?
Talk about shit because what I said was yeah, I hate to change subjects. You're like, we're not talking about shit. Video man saying black men disrespect black women. What? Let's talk about some of this shit in depth tonight. Not the fucking politics. Some shit that we would actually fucking talk about.
Well, talk about it. What we talking about?
I don't know. Terrified mothers faces threat. Oh, did you see this
one?
Shit? I'm picking one, nigga. Did you see this shit? Terrified mother faces threats from her teen son.
I saw some of that.
Yeah.
That's a 10-minute video.
I got to the part where Baldhead came on and said, all I hear is the chorus of mothers talking about, I don't need no man to raise my kid.
Hey, the nigga jumped. He made a hell of a reach. I wanted to talk about that too, but what do you feel about the son?
Oh, dead ass wrong.
Like,
the son, dead ass wrong. I think the mama enabled it every step of the way, and now the shit is way too out of hand, and the situation is untenable. And she got a motherfucker on her hand who she can't control or reason with.
And she at that point exposed him to social media and his antics.
I think she's ill-equipped to handle him, and she's trying to do what she thinks is best. She thinks that this may jar him into the right direction. I don't think it's the right thing to do. I don't think going to social media is ever going to work. But I think that's why she did it.
Do you think there'll ever be a day and age where embarrassing your child?
Talking to Mike.
Do you think there'll ever be a day and age where embarrassing your child on social media will be an effective parenting tool?
No.
The most it could do is possibly get you some help in somebody seeing, oh, this kid is really fucked up. Let's have somebody, let me tell you what to do with this kid.
Yeah. I think the reason why, I think what you're saying, well, did you just say this? Is because, what he just said, I might be saying the same thing, but it's because the internet is permanent. Like, I remember motherfuckers coming up to the school and embarrassing their kid in front of the school, the classroom type of shit. But that was just in front of the classroom that time. We didn't get the opportunity to go be able to revisit it on video over and over and over again, to bring it up to him every year till we graduated. Remember your mama came in here with your ass, watch it again. That wasn't a thing.
True.
So while the embarrassment may work, and you may think that you're doing something similar to what your experience was when you were a child, the nature of the internet being as widespread as it is, number one, and permanent, number two, makes it a little bit different in that aspect of usefulness. If you want to
In the
go
realm of plausible deniability, but embarrassment follows you from back then, I think more virulent. I think shit kind of, you could beat shit into a dead horse now that you kind of couldn't back then. I think shit kind of like
I think the
being inundated more now makes shit flash in the pan quicker than it would, or more effectively than it would back then.
put it like this: if it were on the internet, and you were tagged in it, and 20 years later you're going for a job interview, you're 29 years old now, you 32 years old now. Whenever this shit, been a while, been 20 years since this shit happened, and you go for this job interview, and the motherfucker is able to type your name into Google, and this video pops up about you. That wasn't a thing that was even possible when I was 11 or 12 or 7.
Yeah, in that one,
So
small
that's why I
instance,
mean it won't be as accessible to people. The net won't be as wide for potential exposure. It's just the motherfuckers who's in that room. Now, if the person just so happens to be the hiring manager at that job, then maybe that it might be a bad day for you. But what are the chances of that shit?
I was more talking about the effects on the child mentally. I wasn't talking about his social standing. I was more talking about I'm more trying to talk to the points of the mother and the son and helping them eke this out emotionally and physically for them.
Even in that aspect, I think that back in the day we were a little bit more merciful. It's a different thing to ridicule a person to their face and see the effect that it has on them and continue to go or not let it become old news, as opposed to relentlessly doing it on the internet where you don't really get to see this person every day. It's just the thing you do. It's just a course that you join into as a part of some keys on the keyboard that's really, really easy.
Man,
for a long time.
One of my homies growing up name was Noodlehead Ed. Noodlehead Ed.
Yeah.
And that, I don't know who gave that to him, but his father called him. Everybody, I'm talking 5, 6. This is one of my father's. Like my father used to hang out. Damn, I wonder do junkies do that shit now? Like when I was 5 and 6, my father was 32. He was already full-fledged, getting high. All his friends, they was all junkies by then, right? They used to get together and get high and would bring all of us together. Like, so I had a core of junkie friends, but not like the junkies was my friends. Each junkie had a kid my age. Yeah. And so when they would get together to get high, like this was every day though. Like, motherfucker, damn. I didn't even think about that. It was every single day. Like when I would stay with my father, they were him and his boys, just like we would call to get weed. They would call and get a bag of heroin and split that shit. But then they would all get up together in the park and everybody would bring their kid because it's the summer. They all had their kid for the summer. And so they would bring, so I had a core group of junkie friends every summer. And one of them was Noodlehead Ed. Everybody called that nigga Noodlehead Ed. Noodlehead Ed, Jody Ruff, I was Boots, Fonzie. Of course, his name wasn't Fonzie. Like, we all had nicknames. And Noodlehead Ed, I don't think he liked his nickname. And so I understand what you're saying, that a job could reach back. But what about the kid? What about the years he's psychologically dealing with your mama exposing you to the world and your antics to the world? Like, you've changed. You've changed your sensibilities. This may have been a 2-year thing for you. And now you 18 and want to get suave, and now you metrosexual, and now you into girls. Like, he's a young child. He could change at any moment. Like, so to lock him in that moment in time is my problem, not necessarily the fact that a job could find it later. For him to have to reconcile that moment in history over and over and over again, I think is the issue. because it's in a way you can't leave it behind. It's not like Noodlehead Ed where that could follow you, and you can tell a motherfucker like, hey, stop calling me that shit, man. That shit living in perpetuity. You don't ever have to see it again for that shit to be in your mind that is out there. That's my thing. But in this current climate, I think it could progress to the point where there will be a viable parenting. Like it's unsavory now, but most things are unsavory at first until they're unifiedly accepted. That could become a viable parenting tool. Like motherfuckers just, this bitch finna put me on Facebook. Let me cool out. Do you think that could ever become a thing?
I mean, maybe. I just don't know. I don't think so though, but it could.
I think it could be like the Weasley of parenting. Like nobody likes Pauly Shore inherently, but it's kind of one of them things. Like Pauly Shore was around so much that you kind of accept him. You'll buy your dome every now and again. Like you might not tell your friends about it. I think that could become a viable parenting tool if we just outlast the distaste of it now.
I feel like the only thing that could possibly do is get somebody to say, hey, I know exactly what type of problems you're having with this kid. I know what to do to help you. Let me get you in contact with this person.
Yeah.
Besides that, that's pretty much it.
I mean, therapy it should be a viable tool, but some people ain't honed for it. Some people ain't open to it. Like therapy and voodoo, I hate to compare the two, but you got to be accepting of it for it to actually take hold.
Gotta have faith in it.
Yeah, you definitely do. I mean, because what is therapy other than talking to a motherfucker? A therapist can't guide you in no particular direction. They only ask you questions. They literally, by law, can't tell you to do a motherfucking thing like a lawyer. They just hear what you got to say. What?
The therapy and voodoo comparisons, I'm still stuck there a little bit.
I mean, voodoo works on people who believe in it. Therapy works on people who believe in it. That was the slim comparison. I wasn't calling them both quackery. I'm just saying,
was it saying
you have to be a willing participant in therapy for it to have a beneficial effect. You have to be a willing participant in voodoo. Yeah, you got to be a willing participant in voodoo for your hair to fall out.
I'm picking it up. I'm just saying that's an angle that I had never seen before.
Oh yeah, like it's voodoo. People believe in voodoo. People die behind voodoo. Then there's we three that could give a fuck what you doing with a little doll of me in a fucking cabinet. You know what I'm saying? And so if you go into therapy with that mindset that this is quackery, this shit ain't gonna help, I'm just forced to be here, it won't be of any benefit.
Right.
If you go in there susceptible to alteration, then yeah, motherfucker could change your fucking mind.
All right, I see. This app comparison.
Yeah, I mean, you get out what you put in, and I guess if you put enough chicken feet, rooster feet, beaks, and whatever that will work too. I don't know. I don't believe in voodoo. I don't. All that shit weird.
Yeah. So, what do you think about her putting these kids on the internet?
I don't like it. I said that already. I think that shit is a mistake.
And
trajectory is going to become a viable. It's going to become a viable tool eventually. I hate to say it, but eventually it's going to lose the sting that it has right now, and it's going to be a thing that people know is coming. As long as you know it's coming, I don't think it has the same ire that it's going to have. That it's not going to have the same ire that it has now. Like if you know it's coming, like, oh yeah, this could be a potential punishment. Like
Mm-hmm.
right now, it's an avant-garde, esoteric ass way of dealing with children. But once it becomes the norm, I think it'll have less of a. I think presidents will you still be able to get elected. Right now, if you get put on a video, motherfucker, your chances of holding public office is slim to none. Like that kid, because of that video, not because of them actions, because he didn't do anything that from the video that I heard that would get him incarcerated or anything or felonious. So, but that video, I think, would deter him from getting elected in this current climate. But if motherfuckers lean into it, anything can happen. What about this video of Shorty that choked out the DCFS worker?
I didn't see that video. I heard about that shit though. That shit was he taped it himself.
Nigga, I put it in the chat 9 times. 9 different angles of that shit.
So he choked him out. He recorded himself choking out his DCFS caseworker.
So here's the backstory. Texas rapper by the name I don't know what the fuck. He's a single father with custody of his 3 children. One of his children was reported to have been had inappropriate dealings with someone. So DCFS was contacted. DCFS
again?
Huh?
What's the age of the kid again?
Oh shit. Young, probably like 8 or 9. 4th grade. So you 9 and 3rd grade, like 10.
Okay, yeah.
So it was a young girl, and the DCF worker come to the school the next day and take her in a conference room by himself with no supervision, without contacting the father. The father comes to pick his daughter up later that day. His daughter says she don't want to go to school no more. So when he's had his scheduled meeting to find out all the comings of the goings, he went live. You know, if somebody reports you for child endangerment, you're going to have a meeting with these people. His meeting, he went live for a whole entire hour and a half meeting. He was on live. At the ending of the meeting, he said, "Hey, you ain't going to dap me up." And when the motherfucker came back to dap him up, he yoked him up and put his face right in the camera until he choked him unconscious for like 3 minutes. Thought he was dead. Then he began to move again, and he went back down there for the kill. So what's being reported is that the girl was inappropriately touched by somebody, yada, yada, yada. And he's, of course, denouncing that. But what they're saying is that he did that to feign as if his allegations were true. So they saying this is just a complete fabrication, but he's aware of
it. To get him off, to get the scent off of him.
Yeah, to get the scent off of him. He's aware of it. He's basically they're insinuating that he's basically bluffing.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a bluff. You almost killed a nigga on tape.
That's some wild shit to insinuate. If they insinuating that.
Exactly.
It's wilder to be bad that somebody is insinuating that shit and record yourself attempt murder. Like, you do know they see you and you won't be with your kids anymore.
And that's the thing. I think he just ain't never killed a motherfucker before, so he didn't know that it take a lot longer than that without air to kill a motherfucker. I don't think there was no attempt in him. So for a motherfucker to say that he's
feigning this anger, I don't believe so. He may be out of bounds because of a misstep. Because true, he shouldn't have taken his daughter in that room alone, but I think of that as a misstep, a misstep on the job, not a death sentence.
It's correctable.
Yeah, it's correctable. It's an infraction that doesn't require the cease to exist.
Go to the parking lot, nigga. Let's ride.
Nah, you finna get you fired.
I mean, I
Yeah.
really think he should rise to get
Fireable offense.
He
That's
was,
what's
he
crazy.
was trying to get him fired from life.
I don't even think it's a fireable offense. I just think it was a misstep. I don't think the guy until other things come out. I don't want to assume the guy did something inappropriate with his daughter.
Exactly.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because until something comes out, he is the victim. But I'm not just gonna push these false narratives on the young brother either. Like, I think two things can be true. I think the man could be doing his job, and I think the brother could think
That's something.
foulness was awry. I think two things could be
Mhm.
true.
Yeah, all those can be true, but at no point do you get to go on live and act like you Ted DiBiase. Like
And
not
now that's where
no.
we differ in opinion. Like, if you really believe somebody touched your daughter in a room, you get to do whatever the fuck you think you want to do.
I mean, you get to, but now you also get to spend the foreseeable future in jail. Like, if the ultimate goal was to be still present in your child's life, you failed at that goal because now you're going to be going away for a while. We back to that old conundrum of a motherfucker doing a thing for the right reasons, but doing it the wrong way.
You know me how many days Jimmy the Fly Snooker did?
What you want me to tell you, man? You
0.
be for joy, fam.
I'm not saying joy. What I'm saying is
No,
there's
see,
provisions.
be for joy. It ain't about Jimmy Fly Snooker. It's about best practice.
What I'm saying is there's provisions in the law for shit like this. So it's not as cut and dry as you making it seem like he's gonna go away forever. He could have been under duress. If he was mentally ill-equipped in the moment, he could go home.
All right.
I mean,
You
if he
get
was
that
truthfully ill-equipped as he appeared in the video, bro. Like I said, you have to see the video. The nigga don't look all there.
He looked like him from the little still that I saw. I have to watch the rest of the video, but I'm wary on giving out that psychological get out of jail free card. I don't be believing that motherfuckers be one flew over the cuckoo and that's all the time. Like, some niggas be faking it, and also some of that shit just ain't that deep. You still need to suffer the ramifications for your actions. Just because what somebody said that you ain't there. You know how many motherfuckers can fake a issue? Come on.
That's why we leave it up to the courts. That goes without saying. People do fake. Yes. That's why we leave it up to the courts, because people don't fake as well. But yeah, that was pretty much it on that. The nigga, he did the thing that we all say we would do in a similar circumstance. That may or may not be true, the circumstance that is. But if one of our children, we believe one of our children were violated, I don't think any of us would stop short of what he did.
True.
Chicken and chicken heads. What the fuck happened? Oh no!
You had,
oh shit! Did y'all watch that video? The chicken and the heads video.
The Florida mom gunned down the people. I ain't watched that.
Fam, was that in Florida?
It said Florida mom gunned down on Facebook Live. I didn't watch that.
Yeah. Oh, it do say Florida mom gunned down on Facebook Live. But yeah, I don't be reading the whole headline. See, because I'm not a headline warrior. I'm a content warrior. But I guess you can get some of the content from the headlines. But yeah, so we're in a day and age where two people can argue on Facebook and their internet will carry them to the place that they die. So these two bitches is both live on Facebook independently, talking shit about each other because they're both home cooks and selling plates and yada yada yada. You know the current status of everyone right now, trying not to go get a regular job.
Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents.
Yeah, trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. I'm currently trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. Shit, I ain't admonishing them at all. But what I am saying is, you can't tear down your friend's business.
Yeah.
And then threaten to beat them up on Facebook Live, and then how you gonna tell them if I come to fight you and then shoot them?
Yeah.
She said, hey bitch, I'm on my way. Where you live?
She gave her the address. She showed up. She shot her. She beat her ass and then shot her. And then there was a step stud in the motherfucker geeking her up. She like, man, let me call motherfucking police. Let me call the police so you don't think we killed this bitch. We literally just watched.
Literally, you don't get to just do it and then be like, hey, yo, look, since I called y'all, though, I don't got to, it's cool, right?
That's exactly what she said. On the live. She's like, just like this. Let me call the police so they don't think we killed this bitch. And that's how she ended her life. She had to get off the phone to call the police.
Hell no.
Yeah, I don't think that I called the police, so not it. Defense is gonna work. It's definitely not gonna work for both of them.
Hey, she was only filming. How long do you think before that defense come out?
Oh, it's coming soon.
Motherfucker thinks like she gonna come in that motherfucker 10 toes down. We stand in your ground. Down on the plot here. I was just filming.
I was just recording. Okay, recording a crime. Act of. You had an accessory.
Yeah, bitch. You don't just get to let me call the police your way out of accessory. Guilty.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what are guns for? That's the real question I wanted to pose. Like, what are guns for? Like
protection, hunting, sport.
What the fuck? But why you don't get to decide what protection is to you? Maybe I'm tired of fighting and you still got some wind left. So even though I was fucking you up for 10 minutes, this table is finna turn. I don't get to preemptively. I have to be full on getting my ass whooped before I fucking shoot you, knowing damn well you can whip me now.
So you trying to precog self-defense?
That's not precog, it's self-defense, nigga. That's literally, I know my wind. I'm tired.
Right.
I've been whipping your ass for 5 minutes. So clearly I'm not afraid of you, and clearly I can't lose. I won't lose this fight if I hit the gym. But I know my resolve is done. And I look at the look in your eye, and you look like as soon as I let you go, you finna get your second win.
You setting boundaries.
Exactly. I can't shoot you in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't standing around. That's not me fearing for my life. That's not me fearing for a motherfucker I know got the pause. Like, I give you equal yoking. Like, I know we both good fighters. We both got pause. Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson. Like, Evander just beating him up. And he look at the dog in him like, oh shit, I'm finna go down. I ain't got no more gas. And he noticed Mike Tyson though. And he know Mike got another 4 rounds. He can't up on him. I ain't fearing for my life, even though I've been beating your ass for this first 4 rounds.
I guess the moment you decide fight's over.
That.
And then once the fight's over, and then the motherfucker's still trying to fight you, at that point you defend yourself.
So who determines the fight's over? I showed up to your house, you beat my ass. You get to call time on this fight?
You have to, it's compared to what a reasonable person would deem finished. That's it. That's all.
It was only like 30 seconds before she shot her.
Hey, look. What does the average person deem reasonable in that circumstance?
That's why it's court, man. It's 2 big girls. 2 big girls. I don't know. Motherfuckers like, hey, did you do yoga today? All right, well, she already had some exercise and I understand. Like, I don't know. 2 big girls. What's the wind on 2 big girls fighting? We the jury right here, right now. Let's deliberate. Circumstances I give her. The fight, we're going to consider the fight mutual combat. Now, the circumstances as presented. Mutual combat. 2 mutually yoked fighters. I'm winning, but I don't have the resolve that you have. So I know that I'm finna tap out. I can't physically compete anymore, but you can. Am I within bounds
of lethal force. Because
Nope.
I know for a fact you're not finna stop beating my ass.
Nope.
I gotta take the L.
No, you don't have to take the L. You got to say you had enough. If motherfuckers say no, then you got to say, well, I'm done. And they got to agree to it.
Nah,
Except if
because
you got to call you got to call a fight before you pull your
So
pistol.
you gotta call the plays. So she was well within
nah.
her right, long if she would have spoke it out. It
Yeah,
could have played the
I'm
same
done
exact way if
fighting
she
you.
would have spoke it out.
I'm done fighting you. We're not fighting no more. You can
Ain't
end the
this?
mutual combat at a point.
So literally, you saying she's well within her right. She just didn't say it.
What I'm saying is, you gotta say it.
We'll say that then, because that reads differently. Because it saying it, goddamn it, I
You have to
disagree.
declare that you're ending the mutual combat after you agreed upon said mutual combat. It's sort of like my 3-stroke rule.
All right,
Yeah,
so after
it's
somebody
always
say, "Hey, I don't want to fight no more," they get the other person get 2 punches.
If they were already in the act of punching, you get to if you get a couple licks before you hit, before you really hurt a motherfucker say I give
No,
up.
you know how girls go. Girls grab here and then yank and stank until one of them is on the ground, and then they start punching. So she was on the ground being punched. She was gonna need a full reset. So she don't get no 2 punches because that's a full reset. She was getting her ass whipped.
Right, and that's what is incumbent on the whippy, the person who also is worn out, to say, "All right, you done? You had enough." If that person answers in the area of no, fuck you, you ain't shit, they ain't hurt, then you have 2 options. You either make it hurt, continue to try to pummel this motherfucker, but you know you're waning, or you get up and say, "I'm done with this. I'm done. I don't want to fight no more." At said point, if that person tries to engage you in the fight any longer, you can up the strap in self defense. There you go.
Pop they motherfucking ass. So yeah, so basically she didn't announce herself.
You off the mic.
I say so basically because she didn't announce herself, she's in the wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to see how jury play this out because I'm interested. Because this stand your ground law be too iffy for me, goddammit.
It's iffy for everybody. They did it on purpose. They don't want everybody standing their ground.
But also, she did cover the "I shot a black person" um need in the law, so she's got that going for her.
Hey,
Because apparently that fucking helps.
it definitely does aid benefit.
But yeah, it needs to lock up.
Mm, um, you ready to move on? Yeah. Any other thoughts?
I
Nah,
don't know about lock her up because I feel like you should be able to shoot a motherfucker for showing up at your house. Like I don't give a fuck what I'm saying. Bitch, don't show up at my house. Because I don't know why you here. You bold enough to come to my house? Ain't no telling what you coming here to do. I don't give a fuck if you said you want to fight. You may have came here to shoot me. What bold motherfuckers show up at a Florida person's house, notoriously known to carry weapons without coming with some sort of firearm themselves? Like my mind would be all over the place just of how human nature is. Not just because I know you, just because of human nature. You that tough, bitch? You gonna drive to my house and fight me? Nah, you got a gun or something, ho. So let me shoot you now. But yeah, it's an unfortunate situation. Rest in peace to the lady. Hope wasn't no children involved. But yeah, it was children involved because she was talking to her kids and she was getting ready. She told her kids, "Yeah, I'll be back." No, you won't, baby.
why is your old ass going to fight people over chicken in the first fucking place?
For saying a motherfucking chicken stank. The chicken, like they both was just talking shit about each other's chicken preparing abilities. From chicken cooking to chicken head, Clarissa Shields say she can't wait to be a missus one day. Hey,
Oh, isn't that special? I don't know.
You want to be the Mrs. You want to be the Mister to a motherfucker that beat your ass?
Here's the thing. She can't beat my ass.
Oh shit!
Mm.
I ain't saying all women fighters can fight. I'm saying Clarissa Shields and Layla Ali are two different ones.
I'm saying until I see a woman come and bring that real knockout power out here, I ain't going.
Hey, see, that's the thing. I don't have to be knocked out. I don't want to be hit real hard.
Yeah,
Like, I ain't
not a
scared to be
fan.
knocked out by men, nigga. I'm not scared to be knocked out by men. I don't want to be hit real hard.
Hey,
Yeah,
So bitches
definitely
that
not
get
a
hit
fan of that.
real hard, it ain't necessarily the knockout I'm worried about. It's this bitch hit me in the kidney or something, and I piss blood. I'm gonna want to shoot that bitch. Like, it's one thing your bitch not knowing where to punch and not having the wherewithal to hit you there in any type of nominal fashion.
I ain't worried about Clarissa, fam. I'm just not. Still the same motherfucker that said I fight Tyson. And that's becoming more. That's looking more and more like a actual possibility at some point in life.
And Mike take it outside bets.
I got some open dates on the calendar.
Hey, look what your Thursday look like. Yeah, like shit like that. But yeah, nah. I'm cool on Clarissa. Look, I ain't got nothing bad to say about it. You want to be a missus? Be a missus.
Right.
You're gonna have
Not a
to.
bad vocation if you
You'll
get
have
it.
to drop this belief that you could just whoop any nigga ass, and then you'll probably get selected at a point. But other than that, I ain't got nothing to say about it. I thought that was
Have
shit.
y'all heard about this 4B movement that has
I
arisen
have.
since Trump been elected?
I have. I don't know what it stands for, but I know what they be talking about.
The 4 No's. It's a radical feminist movement, and that until Trump is out of fucking office, bitches ain't fucking.
Yeah, this is stupid.
So is the plot of Chirac?
Fam.
Pretty much.
No, that's actual thing from Shakespeare.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the motherfucker bitch name? I want to say Persephone, but it ain't Persephone. One of them names though, but yeah. Or the allegory or something. Oh god damn. You know how I could get y'all to know? Because both of y'all would know this awkward ass fucking reference. Leverage. They had an episode. The bitch played violin.
Huh?
The TV show Leverage.
Yes, I know. I am very familiar with every single episode.
Every single episode of that
Right.
had a name. The name of the episode
remember
was
the
the
name.
name of the heist. It
Ah.
was also the name of the episode. It was named after Shahrazad. God damn.
All right, that's
Shahrazad.
that's when they got the is that the statue from the safe when fucking Hardison had to play the violin and
Yes.
he been pretending all the time, and then when it had went down he had to play it for real, and it was a very emotional tear-jerking because he had tapped back to when he got adopted by his grandma.
Yes. So the story of Shahrazad, the original story, is a bitch that gave up fucking to bring shit back. But yeah, so this 4B movement popped up. And it's crazy that they saying popped up and they said this shit the day after. But let me read this description on Wikipedia. 4B or 4 No's is a radical feminist movement that emerged in South Korea during the mid to late 2010s on Twitter and on the website WOMAD. Like woman, but mad. The name refers to its defining 4 tenets, which all start with the Korean language term "bi," Korean for no. Its proponents do not date, get married, have sex, or have children with men.
In the United States, interest, see, this is the part that got me. In the United States, interest in the 4B increased after the re-election of Donald Trump. This was like 27 minutes. I don't know why it just so happened to be, I happened to stumble upon this shit. But I read this election night, and they figured it like this. In the United States, interest in the 4B increased after the election of Donald J. Trump in the 2024 presidential race. Social media videos primarily reflected the idea that men have voted against women's rights by voting for Trump. Propaganda. This is the problem with propaganda. When you drop it out too soon, when it's a good slice of propaganda, and you drop it too soon, and it's clearly propaganda, like you lose the you throw the baby out with the bathwater in that regard.
You need a lead single. You need a lead single to get motherfuckers ready for the album.
I don't think Nino Brown could have said the rich educated brother from the bank the moment he bought the key. Like you gotta wait till you actually get caught, nigga. Like you can't just, this shit picking up steam because Donald Trump got elected 27 minutes ago. Like, all right, we already see what y'all finna do in the upcoming week. Like we tuned out already. You let a motherfucker know that your pitch is loaded already. You jumped the gun.
Yeah, could be. So yeah, they definitely had it on deck. They probably started planning it around July. Like yeah, we need Plan B. We need to get Young Memphis out of town. The motherfuckers tried to steal all the cars.
They knew he was gonna win when they knew it wasn't no viable motherfucking opponent.
Hey, real quick, we was talking about all that extra shit earlier. Fucked around, got kicked off of Facebook.
Yep, that's what I was about to check.
Yeah, we said something violent apparently. But yeah, so like the words
we got booted off Facebook.
The stream ended on Facebook.
It's probably from that communist shit. I told you.
Hey, it was probably
gonna get
from whatever.
When you go in communism, now we in Hitler a whole lot of times.
Either that or the fighting. I think it said violence.
Fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk
could have been our
fighting.
machete bat conversation.
Man, we talk about fighting every week, nigga.
I'm just saying what the thing says.
Talk about Suge Knight explaining Crip bum egging.
That's all right though. We should still be on YouTube though. YouTube.
Oh yeah, it's still on YouTube. Shit, what y'all want to talk about? Y'all want to talk about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant? Y'all want to talk about I mean, I ain't had nothing else to say about the 4B movie. The motherfuckers are crazy. It's a bunch of women out here that voted for Trump that's gonna fuck. So what we talking about?
Now they're just gonna fuck twice as much.
Yeah, y'all don't have the numbers to pull off such a difficult move.
Right, y'all don't have y'all not completely unionized. There's scabs available.
They are, and like can we be real? We probably gonna get kicked off YouTube after I say this shit. But to be just blatantly real with you, this is only a movement done for and by the lesbians.
Try to increase their numbers.
They really overestimate the desire women have for other women. They trying to get their numbers up from this recruiting effort. It's gonna be a lot of voyeurs. It's gonna be a lot of bored, piqued interest, but yeah, no buyers.
The open house is gonna be packed, but the house is gonna stay on the market.
Man, look, women want men just as much as men want women. Let's stop that bullshit right there. And you're not finna get all these hot, horny broads out here to be like, no, he voted for Trump, and I just, no, I just don't. Nah, nah.
Hey,
They gonna be going,
that rose only got certain settings.
Hey,
fam.
I told you the real way to fix this world is the same ethic that we teach little girls. We need to change that and teach it to little boys. If we make little boys the prize as opposed to little girls, then there will be no single mothers. If we teach little boys that their privacy is the end all to be all, like everything that we teach little girls, if we teach that to little boys, a lot of the shit will be fixed. If
Yeah,
we teach them
discipline.
to hold themselves accountable and
Dick discipline.
protect themselves from every woman. Like, I know it's not your fault, but there are gonna be some women out here who gonna not take no for an answer. And you just have to keep yourself like if we teach all that sanctity to boys, and literally teach girls, hey man, you need to run through them young. Like we change the ethic. We teach women how to put on condoms and teach boys that they should never have sex ever. If we flip that dynamic and have women chasing men,
look, I ain't gonna hold you. You had me until you said you was gonna preach to women, the girls, the exact opposite. I don't know what you think, but niggas is definitely gonna fold under pressure, fam.
I think men have a better resolve than women.
Yeah, I
think
don't.
that's proven through history.
I don't. Not to that extent. Not we have waged too many dumbass wars by your book over women.
That's because currently the ethic is different. Men have been taught to conquer. I think if we were taught, men are stupid, bro. History have taught us we have a singular mind. If we thought differently, we would stand tall. Women can't stand tall on no sex. I think men, if we were taught to stand tall on no sex, men would stand tall. Men stand tall on shit. Men stand firm on shit. I understand you want to joke and say men don't stand firm on this one thing.
Look, fam. I just don't really see it happening. I could see if you were to also tell the girls to be chased, then you got a chance. But if you telling the girls to go get the dude, fam, it's go. Who over with? Over.
How many men do you see attempt to be players even though you know it ain't in them? Like 90%, right? Like, it's not really a thing for all men.
Man, I don't know. I'm just telling you.
All right, we're moving
options make motherfuckers do different things. And if you increase the women out here to be looking for more men, you might just have the same problem. I just say tell everybody the real shit and be honest with motherfuckers. Everybody's shit special. Don't be out here focusing on that goofy shit right now. You got time. Get your mind off them girls and on them books. Or whatever Robin Harris told kid.
Man, this nigga Theo Vaughn, he got a fucking way of dancing right around racism. Somebody play this goddamn clip. I want to get y'all
what Theo Vaughn did.
I want to get y'all thoughts on this clip. I just commented to it in the chat. Because there's this fucking air of racist white boys who deem themselves allies because they are willing to be racist. Like it's this weird ass Andrew Schultz ass lane. Well, motherfuckers think they can sprinkle just enough racism to not be racist when they're racist. Just fucking racist. Like they just need to come out as I don't want to kill you, but stay over there. Like white folks act like that's not a thing no more. Like there ain't no faction of motherfuckers who are humanists, but still racist.
Mm-hmm.
And this joke right here, I
couldn't
pulling
find.
It up.
Oh, you pulling it up? You got it.
I couldn't find place in the joke. Like I'd be wanting to find humor in racism.
Like me personally, when the first time I heard Niglet in American History X, I was enamored. This here is an angle of racism I never heard before. But
I've added.
You brought that woman into this courtroom without.
You got a black buddy and you put him on a set of ribs, son. It's fucking game over, dog. When I was growing up, I had a couple of African American buddies, and if you haven't seen them really get into some good animal meat or some good rib meat, then you don't. Boys got that Dyson, bro. It's like my black friends. It seemed like they had like hands in their lips, you know. The ribs. I'd be like, God damn. That animal's feeling that in the afterlife, you know, because he could moonwalk his face kind of down the rib.
All right, the moonwalk the face down the rib is kind of funny.
Have any pants? Wrap this around your waist.
We'll take it from here, Miss Carter.
all of it, it's all like from another motherfucker might have been comical, but
Does he
from a
talk like that?
motherfucker like him, from a motherfucker like him, all jokes ain't funny.
I ain't even catch the joke. Niggas can cook ribs, I guess. I don't know. Niggas eat ribs, I guess. I don't know. Does he talk like that normally?
Like what?
It was just weird.
He's a country motherfucker.
So he might talk like that normally.
Yeah, that's what he sounds like. But what
Then
I'm saying,
I wouldn't necessarily give it racist. I didn't even think he was telling jokes. Like he was just telling a story about how his black friends make ribs. Like were they talking about ribs?
He's this weird ass Andrew Schultz. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Andrew Schultz. I don't feel offended by that clip. Right.
No, I definitely got the racist vibe off that nigga.
I'm only offended because it's him. So I understand you're not familiar with Theo Vaughn, but you're familiar with Andrew Schultz. Had Andrew Schultz said that, would it have been a tinge of racism in there?
Nah, I'd have been fine with Andrew Schultz saying it.
No, see, Andrew Schultz, Theo Vaughn, who's the other one? It's a lot of white boys like that dance that line of I'm so not racist, I can be racist. And that shit gets my gold every time.
Mm-hmm. I just get the blue humor. I'm okay with that.
I get blue humor from Andrew Dice Clay. I get blue humor from Bill Burr. I get blue humor from Gary Owen. I don't get blue humor from Andrew Schultz when it comes to racial.
How do you get it from Gary Owen, but not like Andrew Schultz or I guess a Theo Vaughn at this point? All Gary Owen does is caricatures of black people and talk about the tourist effect that he experiences with black culture.
Because he never not once denies that he's a tourist.
Yeah,
it's when a motherfucker accept their position and play their part, it's cool. But when a motherfucker acts so laissez-faire about any position that they have none to play, that they could toe a line from their culture to ours, that doesn't gel with me.
But here's the thing: I don't know that.
You can't be the frat boy over here.
I'm just drawing a connection between Theo and Andrew because I know Andrew. I don't know Theo, but Andrew Schultz is an equal opportunity shit talker. It won't just be about black people. It'll be about.
I think that's how he hides his racism.
Asian people. You can say that, but I think that it gives the credence to the thought process that that's how that person talks. That's their type of humor. That's how they operate. Equal opportunity. I'm okay with that. That's your thing. My issue with Gary Owens is that he does not do that same caricature-esque bit for the other races. He got all the caricatures down for all the black people. I don't know his Korean bit. I don't know his white bit. To tell you the truth, I don't know his Spanish bit. Like, I don't know those. So for you to have a whole set of shit for the niggas, but nothing for nobody else, makes me question why are you singling out the Negroes, as opposed to if you got it for everybody, you just an equal opportunity shit talker. I get that, and I'm cool with that. I could make room for the thought process that there's no malice involved in it.
I don't put Andrew Schultz and a Bill Burr. I don't put Theo Vaughn in a Bill Burr category. I don't put them in a like even as far as a Joe Coy. Like Joe Coy, he has a lot of racial humor, but it doesn't seem to come from a antagonistic spirit. I guess that's the point. Those two feel like their jokes come from an antagonistic spirit.
Okay.
So even though they're equal opportunity racists for all the other races, I don't give a fuck. That doesn't give them carte blanche to be racist towards me.
I hear you.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
I definitely felt a racist vibe off of him, and he seemed like a motherfucker that does that shit all the time. It's like the motherfuckers around him are way too comfortable with him bouncing around that racist borderline to know that it ain't just some shit that he do. So yeah, it's just full out racist.
Oh, fuck. The Batman conversation. I really wanted to have that conversation. Christopher Nolan's Batman. Could Dexter in The Batman, this latest iteration of Batman?
You talking about Christian Bale Batman?
Christopher Nolan's Batman. This new The Batman with the nigga from Twilight.
Oh, I ain't seen it yet.
All right, with Tim Burton. Let's go Tim Burton. Could Dexter in Tim Burton's Gotham?
Michael Keaton? Fuck out of here. Hell yeah.
I definitely think he could get away with it in Tim Burton.
I think he can get away with all of them. Shit.
I don't think he could do it in Christian Bale's Gotham.
It's a lot of murder in his Gotham already, so why couldn't he be able to murder?
A consistent person doing it from the same place. I mean, that's Batman's thing. He hones in on shit. I don't think you can do anything consistently in Gotham. I think that's the whole point of. Do you understand the point of Joker?
My thing is this though. I think Dexter is good. He doesn't do it from the same place all the time. It's completely unrelated people. That's the beauty of his serial killer nature. The absence of pattern.
But he's doing it from as a cop. That is the pattern. You got to understand what Batman is. Batman is
he's not doing it as the cop though. He's not just killing people that were involved in crimes or at crime scenes.
No, he's killing bad people.
Why are you giving Dexter the ultimate Dexterism, but not giving Batman the ultimate? These are two fictional.
I'm not giving them ultimate nothing. I'm giving them the accurate description of the two of them. Batman presided over a lot of murders and crime in Gotham. These people regularly committed crimes. That's how they got on his radar. You said, can Dexter in Gotham? I said yes, because I think the nature of his type of crime is such that it makes it hard to decipher. There's no rhyme or reason as to the people that they find that are victims of his.
All right. See, when I asked this question, I asked it. When I asked this question, I asked it to argue with your ass. So I thought you was fully versed in what I asked and the thing. So I should have asked it correctly. Could Dexter complete his story arc in Gotham? Not just Dexter one or two times. Could he be the person he was in the Miami PD in Gotham?
Yes. I think he can get away with it for years, like he got away with it for years in the show.
I don't think he could get away with it in every Gotham. I think he could get it within Tim Burton's Gotham. I think he could get it with him in this new Gotham. But Christian Bale Gotham is something different. I think even Adam West Gotham, he couldn't get it done at that.
Look,
you got to understand what the ethics of these people are.
What am I to understand the ethics of these people? Dexter was very, very disciplined, so much so that his sister, who was also a detective, and people that he worked with on a daily basis had absolutely no idea that he was a serial killer. He hid as well from everybody.
I'm with you.
People that were finding some of his murders.
I'm with you. So what you're saying inherently is that you like Dexter more than Batman. But what I'm here to tell you is, look at this. Look at this like this. Do you understand why the Joker exists, right? why Joker was his nemesis. Because if you did anything with any type of thought, he would figure you the fuck out. The Joker was the ultimate non-thought. He was chaos. That's why the Joker exists in the pen. They wrote him that way because in the pen of Batman, he was written to be able to figure out anything.
Oh, okay, fam.
So that's all I'm saying. Just with that caveat.
I'm saying
it's literally a thing.
All right, so I think after about 2 murders with absolutely no leads and flawlessly executed, Batman will figure out, all right, this is somebody that knows a whole lot about this shit.
Nigga, Batman would Christopher Nolan Batman would figure that. I mean, whichever one, Christian Bale, he would figure that shit out in 3 episodes.
Yeah, I give Dexter 4 murders.
4 murders. It depends on which Gotham he's in.
Like if he's in this new iteration of Gotham where they try to everything is by the book and Batman is learning on the job, yeah, he'll smoke their ass. But depending on which multiverse he comes out in, I don't think it's gonna be a walk in the park for Dexter in every Batman universe. I personally don't think that. I think the way these directors have envisioned these worlds leave flaws in certain ways that are counterintuitive to Dexter. I think in certain ways, these iterations of these vision of worlds, I think he would do fine in. I think in the Mr. Freeze Batman, he would do excellent in that one. But the one Christian Bale, with Christian Bale's Batman, the tenet of that Batman was the fact that he was a thinker. He was going to deduce. There was nobody that was going to be outside of his realm of deduction in that Batman. Whether it be this year, 10 years from now, Batman will eventually figure it out. Dexter's story arc, if I'm not mistaken, is he got away with that shit.
He did not.
Yeah, his sister found out like season 4 or 5.
Yeah, he got found out.
And his sister started helping him in the next series, right?
No. Okay, so people found out that he was the killer. He went out on a run. Then a hurricane happened and attacked the city. He faked his death and moved the fuck on. So he did, yes, get away. Moved to Alaska, didn't come back, and didn't do the shit no more until they brought the series back. But he got the fuck out of Miami, got the hell out of Dodge, and if it were a Batman narrative, he wouldn't have been heard from again because Batman rarely leaves Gotham unless you a fucking Asian money launderer.
Or unless you're an alien.
Hey, look,
Makes road trips for aliens.
That part too. I just think it's plausible. That's all.
Yeah, like I said, I just thought it was a cool question. I think depending on
what you're not talking into the mic.
I just thought it was a cool question. I think depending on what universe he gets dropped in, Dexter has a really tough day.
But Dexter's gonna keep getting out, and he's gonna eventually kill all the people he need to kill because he's gonna keep getting out.
I don't think so. I think, like I said, I think of that Christian Bale verse, nigga. I think, 4th, 5th murder, he out of there.
Hey, look, in the Christian Bale version, they had the Joker in the precinct locked up, and it was his plan. He fucked them all up.
Because Joker is the absence of thought. He is the kryptonite to Batman. It's literally what he is. Absence of thought. I'm like a dog with a bone.
Hey, for a nigga to plant a time bomb inside a motherfucker that he just so happened to be in jail with.
If we flesh it out, it ain't gonna make sense.
Yeah.
I understand. But he is supposed to be without thought.
I mean, there was a part 1 and a part 3 in which a lot of different shit happened. That part 3 especially, it wasn't the Joker was a League of Shadows, and they were very organized and very, very methodic. Like he got fucked by everybody. There was a whole chick in his crib that he was smashing, that was betraying him as he was smashing her.
Yeah, she was the only one that got over on him.
So did Selena Kyle, though. She got over on him too. He just so happened to win her heart. He didn't know. He didn't know. He didn't know he had her in the bag till he had it in the bag.
I didn't say Dexter wouldn't get off no murders, nigga. We understand
He said
Batman
four.
is.
He said 4. I'm saying he could do it. He could have lasted for 6 seasons, like he did in the show Dexter, before he was caught.
So you saying that Miami PD is just as good as detective as Batman.
That's what he postulated.
I mean,
he's saying Batman is like Dexter's sister.
Hey, I'm just saying, she was right there. It would be one thing for her, equal footing. No, she's not catching the same level of criminal that Batman is catching. But when she is in such proximity to said criminal, I would give her equal ability to catch said person with Batman starting from scratch.
So proximity plus prep time, they're similar.
For this one particular case. For just this one case. She ain't helping him with nobody else.
Listen, Penguin, don't call her.
She ain't gonna be of no assistance, fam. She has a very particular set of skills for this one motherfucker. It's called childhood. I know how he thinks, guys.
It's called shared trauma.
That.
Hey. You know why Batman don't show up on shit that she could solve? Because it's beneath him, nigga. That's why he don't show up on cases like Dexter. Because he would solve them too quickly. He only come up with shit with world-ending consequences. Batman flies down and wrap up Dexter in between chasing the Joker. Like Dexter is essentially a purse snatcher.
You say so?
In the world of Batman.
Hey, wouldn't it fucking suck to be a purse snatcher in Gotham on a slow day? Batman ain't got shit going on in the world.
Nah,
you trying to snatch this lady purse, trying to get $20, and Batman just come beat the shit out of you.
I posed the question some years ago, like the reality of Batman. Like if you think about it, you know Bruce Wayne is buying cocaine for them ballerina dancers. Like them ballerina dancers, like, man, you can get some blow. And Bruce is like, sure. And then later that night, Batman showed up at your crib. You're like, come on, man. I know it's you. Bruce. You're not gonna buy no coke for no strippers, nigga, and then come kick my dough in later tonight.
Right.
You're not gonna buy cocaine from me in one life and then come arrest me like Alonzo later on that night. Batman's Alonzo. Batman's fucking Alonzo.
Hey, nigga, your Wi-Fi connected as soon as you popped up, Batman.
Right. Oh, hell no. Hey, Batman. Why the fuck is this AirTag I put on Bruce Wayne popping up right now?
Yeah, it's definitely part of the multiverse where Batman gets found out due to his iPhone.
Oh, you know that's the episode. You know that's the episode.
Just saying, whole bottom of his face was out. Somebody had to recognize that nigga.
So that his dentist had to see this nigga.
You mean to tell me it wasn't the chick that was trying to pin a baby on him that recognized him through that shit? They recognized you through 8 layers of glass and 4 menus in the back of a restaurant, dimly lit. If they had a chance of having your baby and you was a billionaire, you mean to tell me you riding around in the most elegant of cars, the safest of child equipment that you could possibly ever imagine, and they don't recognize you seeing the whole nose down of your face?
Hey, you know how I know more people knew who the fuck Batman was? Cause his motherfucking tech nigga was black. He was at every night he's sitting and told what the white people was doing. Let me tell you this shit. This motherfucker had me buy this spelunking company. Spelunking, baby. It's when you jump in these holes and shit. It's when white people jump. Like he's telling them what these white folks is doing every single day.
Yeah, everybody on the south side of Gotham know who Batman is.
You definitely telling them what you getting their hair done. It's spreading.
And she telling her friends.
Like she's not with this client. She say that her husband had built something for some rich motherfucker. I think it was Bruce. Yeah, she built they was spelunking in the cave or something. Hey, you mean spelunking? Yeah, it was spelunking. Yeah, they said they had to call the exterminator like 4 times. There's a bunch of bats and shit. But then the dude was weird because he wanted to keep all the bats. I don't know what the wait a minute.
No, that's not how that go. That go, girl, you'll never guess the fuck who Batman is. As soon as you walk out to work the next morning, it ain't no qualms about it. She called somebody and told them directly, girl. And that bitch called somebody. And then she called somebody. There was a line of black people who knew the fuck Batman. There was a line of people who knew the fuck Batman was as soon as he hired Morgan Freeman.
Hey, that's why Batman never stops crime in the hood. Because he's not Batman. It's just Bruce in his bat suit.
You know I know your mama now. Bruce, that's you.
How you doing, Mr. Wayne?
Yeah, I heard about you, Bruce.
Get off. I know your mama them on Bruce Wayne is crazy.
Ooh,
Bruce, I know that's you, Bruce.
Rest in peace, Martha Wayne.
It's not me. That is you, Bruce. You know, black folks, somebody gonna tell where she heard it from. Heard Morgan Freeman was doing all your shit, nigga.
Yeah, Lucas told me about what you got going on down there at the Enterprise.
Yeah. Hey, it's 1:15.
Yeah. Hey, what do we almost talk about this week?
We can talk about Ray J. Ray J got shot at by Diddy's son.
They're gonna have a family reunion in jail. That's all right. Tried to tell them.
I thought we talked about this last week.
No, he said they shot at him.
They shot at him? They went back?
This shit just happened like 2 days ago. Nigga Ray J said he's gonna get the booty bandages on them. It's over with. Hey, you know what I thought about though? Don't KC, JoJo, and Ray J look like the same Pokemon at 3 stages of life?
Damn.
Yeah, I can see it.
Rest in peace, Tony Todd.
Rest in peace, who?
Rest in peace.
Tony Todd.
Oh yeah, rest in peace, Tony Todd.
So what did we not talk about? We talked about pretty much everything. Oh, whatever this white lady talking about. Y'all, I'm crying laughing because what? Hold on with this white lady. Man, furious, he can't check his bag full of cockroaches. Oh yeah, that shit gave me the willies. I don't know why y'all put that in there.
Yeah, that was nasty.
I don't even know what to talk about on that motherfucker.
I just thought it was wild. I ain't want to talk about it. I did want to mention. We ain't gotta stop though. But motherfuckers in the comments was like that the woman who worked for the airline was racist. She was bogus way she treated him. I was like, y'all out y'all rabbit ass mind. She was the most patient motherfucker ever.
Ever. You could tell she didn't want to get sued because I wouldn't have been there being this patient. There's no reason she had to be that patient. That covers so many laws. It's so many laws that saves her ass. She didn't have to be nowhere near patient with that nigga.
And not a damn person talking shit will want to sit next to this motherfucker on the plane.
Fam. I am itching right now just for clicking that shit for 2 seconds and rewatching that video. And I be having diligent weeks. Some weeks I be diligent, some weeks I don't. This was one of my diligent weeks. I wish it was one of the weeks I ain't click on shit you put in that motherfucker. But this week I'm like, I made a purpose to click on everything and will try to watch every single thing beginning to end. Watch that whole goddamn video. whole goddamn video. I'm itching like a motherfucker right now, just even thinking about that goddamn video. Whole goddamn AOC asked supporters why they back Trump. Be careful how you treat.
That was crazy because what happened was it was a phenomenon that people discovered that AOC outperformed Kamala with Democrats. They had a lot of people that voted for Trump at the president level, and then down ballot voted for AOC.
Oh shit!
And she was trying to figure out why, and people were telling her on her social media. They replied, and they were very fucking honest, brutally even. Then The View got a hold of that information and said they applaud AOC for being brave and asking these questions. But fuck them questions. We Democrats, we ain't do shit wrong. Kamala ran the perfect campaign. When people was idiots, don't change shit. They're gonna get the medicine that they deserve with Trump, and then they'll be back in the morning for another Quaalude. Like Sonny Hostin got real Scarfaces.
Man, I seen this shit about motherfuckers asking about Donald Trump and abortions and shit. And when they literally talk that abortion ban out, it really ain't that bad.
It's not.
It really ain't that bad. It's like that it get finicky a couple places. Like they distinguish between health and imminent health. Now that's a little iffy. Like, so there's a provision in there that saves lives but don't preserve health. Now, what is the difference, you may ask?
Right.
So preserving your life means if that baby is going to kill you.
Right.
But there are things that babies do to women's bodies that isn't conducive to a human living 20, 30 more years. And if she wants to terminate because of that reason, she can't. If it's going to degrade her quality of life, her health, there are certain things where bearing a child degrades a woman's quality of life just forever. And she can't abort for that reason. It may even blind her, paralyze her, any of those things. If it's not going to kill her, then she's not legally within her right. There are other provisions where rape, like, there's some points of contention in there, but it really isn't as sketchy as motherfuckers try to make it seem. Like, if it's going to endanger your life, they allow it. And even the thing is, it's not outlawing abortion. What it is outlawing is safe abortions.
Well, it's outlawing the late term abortions and all the other shit.
No, it's outlawing safe abortions. It's outlawing the doctor's ability to assist you with getting rid of a child. You still go kill that motherfucker. But no doctor can assist you in the United States of America. That's all it's doing. It's not outlawing abortion.
Who's proposing this?
The Republicans.
I didn't catch that one.
They just did some court. This is why the AOC shit popped up with me anyway, because they did some court. I think I put it in chat. They did some court document, and that's where I found out it wasn't that bad, because they was literally asking a congressman about the shit. And you know how you try to ask a question in a way where a nigga gotta say yes or no, but that nigga was adding the caveats in it. She was like, "Is it true that it doesn't allow for a child, a 12-year-old who's raped by her father who gets pregnant?" And she wanted the nigga to just go, yes. Because that is what it says outwardly. But he like, nah, it's provisions in that motherfucker where she just ain't got to keep that baby. But the way they frame it, it'll have you thinking otherwise. But yeah, we almost talked about AOC. We almost talked about this Christmas shit. Hey, y'all remember them stockings?
Oh yeah.
With
Yeah,
the
they
walnuts,
definitely
the
don't
oranges
get
and
those
shit
out
in?
no more.
Nigga, the shit we used to go for, the kids ain't G'ing for.
Motherfuckers had an orange, an apple,
orange, candy cane,
candy cane,
some walnuts.
Some walnuts
Might
and
have had one of them paper toy paint planes on them motherfuckers with the
all the little
rubber tip.
cardboard things that you put together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had the rubber tip on that motherfucker. It dove straight down. Had about 11 pieces of hard candy in that motherfucker. And then a little coloring book. Nigga.
Yeah.
The kids ain't going. That was a present. That was literally a present back in the day that we felt cheated if that motherfucker wasn't hanging on something or underneath the tree or hanging on a window. Nigga, that was a present we look forward to.
All right, now you know how much shit I got to buy from Five Below for these goddamn stockings.
Nigga, your kids wouldn't even give a fuck. Do you think your kids would give a fuck about one of them stockings these days? Like
One
the
of
way
them- one
we
of them
like.
old school stockings?
Yes.
Hell nah. Hell nah.
Do you
Shit.
think do you think right now your kids will go for a can of fruit cocktail as a fucking dessert at the end of the night? Like we used to have to. Like after your dinner and you done your homework, room is clean. A motherfucker crack open a can of fruit cocktail.
my kids would though. But I got different kind of kids.
Well, at least you acknowledge you have different kind of kids.
Right. They count calories. We look at fucking sugar, grams of sugar and shit like that. It's in the food they eating.
Why would you put that paranoia in them so young?
Well, I didn't do it. I didn't instill it into them, but they're conscious of it.
Somebody did it, motherfucker. Why did you let somebody do it? I would definitely not let nobody make my kids neurotic at 7 and 10. Counting calories. This Canadian student, I didn't understand this. He acted like he didn't have to stay nowhere. Why were they only talking about $1,200 in planes? Like he didn't have to stay somewhere wherever he was.
What happened with the Canadian student?
Some Canadian student, instead of staying where his college was, it was $2,200 a month to live where his college was. So what he was doing was flying there 3 times a week.
Oh yeah.
To go to all his classes, which cost him $1,200.
He was saving $1,000 or $1,200 by doing that.
I don't think so. He still had to live somewhere.
That's what he said. That's why he did it.
Okay, he still had to stay somewhere.
Right. Even with him staying somewhere, I'm assuming that he's saying he still saved money.
Fam, he's spending $1,200.
Okay.
He was only $2,200. So he's clearly not saving $1,000.
Oh Lord. Okay.
There's no oh Lord. He has to stay somewhere. Even if he has to stay somewhere for $100 a month, he's not saving $1,000. That's $900. We know he's not paying.
I don't know that. He said it.
Then shut the fuck up.
I was getting $1,000.
Then shut the fuck up. Then shut the fuck up. There's no need for you to fucking rebut or combat me. You don't know.
You don't know.
I said I didn't know. I said it didn't ring sense. He had to stay somewhere. So them making a comparative analysis of the $1,000 doesn't make sense. That's what I said.
You can express your opinion about it not making sense, but I can't express.
That's not expressing an opinion. That's literally he has to stay somewhere. That's not an opinion.
And in your opinion, it's not feasible cost-wise for him to do it this way. In my opinion, I'm going with the article. I'm going with his judgment and saying that it has to be cost-effective to do it this way, or else why would you?
Exactly. For clout, a lot of people do a lot of shit that ain't what they say they doing it. And off top, he done already told us the ticket is $1,200. And I doubt if his tickets is that consistent that he know there's the $1,200 every week. Tickets float every day. They change prices. So what he's saying, my point for even bringing it up, because what he's saying doesn't logically track. He has to stay somewhere. He's not consistently getting $1,200 worth of tickets. A lot of his shit doesn't logically track. So even at the $1,200 in plane tickets, he still has to stay somewhere unless he's staying for free at his parents' crib. That's still somebody paying for his room and board. So that disparages the story at that point. Because just like everybody else, he could just relocate and pay the uptick.
Yeah, he could relocate, but it's more cost effective for him to fly there twice a week than it is to relocate and live there. That's the point of this do. That's the point of doing it.
I think the point of the wording, they worded how they need to word it for a slow news day. I think there was nil news there. I think once he add up all his other expenses and the time he killed doing that shit, I think it no longer becomes cost effective. I shouldn't have to say that to you, but yeah.
Okay.
I think once he pays for gas, pays to get up there, eat snack in the airport.
You're stating an opinion. You're giving your position, and I'm giving mine. And you're
that's not an opinion nor a position.
Your
it's
opinion
the fact that he has to live.
The correct one. I'm giving
it's not a position.
Opinion, and I'm saying that is equally as plausible to be correct as yours is.
I'm not having a position.
Oh Lord, what the fuck?
There is no position. What I'm saying is some things isn't right.
That's
not a position. That's refraining from a position.
Never mind.
That's not even willing to judge it because it doesn't gel. That's what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is I believe if I was talking to you, you would agree because you have to live day to day. So you know that $1,200 doesn't solve the problem of homage, which is what the story was.
His problem.
Yeah, that's why we didn't talk about it, I guess. That's it.
So
that story we didn't talk about.
So thank you.
Oh no, we didn't talk about this Bernice shit.
Bernice Brewer and Joe Budden. Shorty on there talking about she made $30,000 on her slow nights, working as a bartender in a strip club.
Bartenders did make a lot of money. I've witnessed it personally back in the day. But 30 bands and she stopped to do what she's doing now? I highly doubt it. Because they wasn't there that long. New York got a 2 a.m. band. So the club shut down at 2 a.m. in New York.
She lying her ass off.
Yeah. No other choice.
And I didn't finish watching that, but if they don't call her out about that bullshit in the moment.
I think I heard Joe Budden laughing at her, but of course y'all saw why I cut the fuck off. Because But I think he was in the point of laughing at her ass.
Yeah, but that was a clip, so I want to see the full episode about what he did, because somebody better have called her out about that stupid shit he did.
Hey, you know what they used to say about never meet your heroes? I'm starting to think that about bitches I have crushes on. Like I've had a crush on Bernice for so many years, and to finally, this is the first thing I'm ever hearing her in depth and how she's talking about it and how she sounded. It just killed every single thing. I'm like, oh, this bitch a liar. She sounds stupid. It was like her voice was annoying. I'm like, this is a never meet your heroes type of situation. I should have just been lusting on. And she's short.
Hey, but you had to know that she was not like there was flaws there. She can't be.
She's human. She's human.
Can't look that good from afar. And all these people that get with her be like, yep, nope, moving on. And that everybody, like, she don't get taken. She don't get claimed in public by nobody. G.
Hey, fam, it's been mysteries. It's been mysteries, but I just never bumped into the reality of why. Like, there's a reason the bitches Joe Budden pull. It's like, damn, you think he be out his league, and then You're like, oh, bitch, you from 31st. Like, no matter where you from, there's always a bitch from 39th there. I don't give a fuck how bad that bitch is. You can pull a bitch from 39th. Once I found out a bitch is from a certain area, I'm like, oh, bitch, I can get. Case in point, damn, I don't want to put it out there, but everybody thought the bitch was a supermodel. We was on this show, and it literally, you could look at my face when I realized when that bitch said she was from 63rd Street, and I literally changed how the fuck I started talking to her from that day forth. I say, I bet you from 63rd. It was literally on the show. Like, the shit changed in that moment. I think she was the last bitch I thought about like that, too. She was the last bitch whose beauty just, like, was like, damn, I put her in a different realm mentally and all of that shit. Like, just off of how she looked and how she carried herself. Then I heard she was 63rd Street. I'm like, oh, bitch, you regular. You regular degular, bitch. I thought you was Michelle Obama. The fuck out of here. She from 63rd Street. World is shattered.
All right, so once we get off here, you got to tell me who you're talking about. But hey, thank y'all for tuning in to the S.O.S podcast. We do this shit every goddamn week. One of the niggas that you can't see, that nigga has urban containment units. Oh, you actually can see him. So yeah.
Oh, hold on. Hey, I made a triple Jesus joke this week and nobody got it. So I was building the porch. And they was out of risers. So I literally had to order risers. It made me think of the song Order My Steps. Nigga. So I'm ordering the porch, right? And I type Order My Steps. Why everybody on my timeline when they put prayer is? My very next step was, I wonder, should I tell them motherfuckers I'm building a porch and not going to church?
No, give them hope.
Wow.
Sent the fuck off. I'm like, I'm not going to church, y'all. I'm still me. I'm ordering a porch. Order my steps in your word.
Damn.
But yeah.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, that nigga apparently also does porches. So yeah, urban containment units, personal protection gear, ashtrays, house moons, and porches. All that shit for the low. You don't even know though. 29 motherfucking 99. House moons cost more because they're gonna put a fucking whole moon in your house, but probably get that porch for $29.99 if you talk to the nigga nice. The nigga that you can't see right now. Hey, the authority is coming the next couple of weeks.
Yep. December 2nd.
December 2nd. Oh shit, that is 2.5 weeks.
Shit, 2.5? Oh, whoa, shit. Hey,
No,
look,
it's about 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Christmas gonna be here quick than
Quick then some, bitch.
motherfucker.
I ain't started no shit.
It's definitely time to get that Christmas list together.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely gotta get started on that bullshit. On that shit. But so yeah, I'm gonna be watching the authority to take my mind off the money I'm about to be spending. November 2nd. Apparently it's gonna be a holiday movie, and I'm gonna have to watch it every day because these goddamn kids are expensive.
December.
But, yeah, but also in the meantime, if you don't want to wait till December, you want to get in contact with this nigga early. Maybe you can get you one of these folding tables and hand carved, wooden, better carpenter than Jesus.
Ain't no wood in the desert.
Ain't no wood in the desert. Nigga is a way, way worse profit. We not even gonna put them in the same category as that. But when it comes to you got these tables, one of them ones.
Come to these tables. Hey.
Again, saving souls, he ain't shit. Don't trust him. Stay with Jesus. That nigga, he gonna treat you right.
The fact that there's more trees on Earth than stars in the sky is mind-boggling every time I think about that.
Wow.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's one of them things that's it's probably true, but it sounds crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like it can't be true, but it also sounds like it's fucking nuts.
You know what's also an odd factor in this show on that in relation to the Earth, the oceans are like morning dew on a basketball.
What?
In relation to the Earth, comparatively, the oceans are only as deep as a dewdrop if you left your basketball outside overnight.
Hey, oh look, man. I didn't know the Earth was that deep.
That deep. It's not. That's the point. The water that we think will kill us all, motherfucker, is a spittle comparatively on the size of this motherfucker.
And look, that's a lot to handle at 1:30 something in the morning.
We ain't gonna even get into the planes and shit.
I don't know.
My motherfuckers think that the Earth is flat. It's because planes are so incredibly small.
Hey, my
Yeah.
small right now, but you go ahead and write that pun.
Oh yeah, and y'all make sure to check out Cam's EP in due time.
Oh yeah.
Streaming on all major platforms, Apple Music, Spotify. Make sure to follow him on YouTube. He's doing stories to breaking down all the songs on Seventh Son. Real dope insight. So you definitely go tune in with that shit.
I keep telling y'all we need to put his whole song at the beginning of every one of our clips. He gets a stream for that every time. As long as they listen to like the first 30 seconds of it. He count every one of our views, even on 10-minute clips, even on clips. He count every one of our views as a stream towards his overall total once he's tallying up shit towards, you know what I'm saying, getting deals and branding rights. He can say I have this many streams per month and not be lying. Just the thing. Gotta abuse the system like everybody else.
Yeah. All the numbers are inflated. Time to do some inflating of our own. But hey, we finna get the fuck up out of here. It has been 3 hours, 3 minutes, and 31 seconds.
And this
I'm
nigga can't count time no more.
Yeah, I'm finna go upstairs, finish watching this movie. I'm watching this movie about an island of controllers. Apparently, it's shot at a remote destination.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna dissect it.
I ain't even over there by the keyboard.
I mean, because the way the pun is worded is assuming that the only type of controller is a remote controller, and it isn't.
Okay.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, look. I don't know. It was something about the travel nature of the pun that made it a little for me. I don't know. Sometimes thematically it just be a no. I'm kind of off bolts right now.
He's gonna hate.
Hey, look, that's definitely I'm hating. But I am off bolts right now. I just seen the Poseidon Adventure. I just seen this new version of the fuck. They got MacGyver meets the fucking Love Boat meets Fantasy Island. Like I don't know what the fuck is going on in the damn commercials.
Oh shit! Hey, nigga! I was watching this goddamn commercial for the Pirates of the Caribbean. When fucking Johnny Depp was taking a shower on the boat and fell off, and then he ended up he just washed up ashore.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
Nigga, I was watching an old episode of MacGyver, and I found, and look, I don't know if this made me an idiot or MacGyver was actually real, but a long-standing thing that a cluck showed me years ago. He got from MacGyver. Nigga, so for years I have been touting how I saw a cluck fix a radiator with an egg. That was like season 1, episode 3 of MacGyver, nigga.
Motherfucker had tuned in one Saturday evening.
Nigga, and it worked though, but I have been touting this like this has been this cluck's knowledge. And this shit was on the episode of MacGyver.
Motherfucker just watch network television.
Nigga.
Now, I've also felt like I've seen old niggas from Alabama do this and plenty of times. So
did they all get it from MacGyver, or did MacGyver get it from them?
I'm going with MacGyver got it from them because I do it for my peoples.
Right. So this is like a Dick Wolf situation. Yeah. Is MacGyver a Dick Wolf of the African American community?
I believe so.
Was he just going on figuring how to nigger rig shit and then writing episodes of MacGyver? He was just watching an old nigga named Otis and then go reword it as an episode of MacGyver.
Yeah, I think try to figure out a way to put it in.
I think every single thing MacGyver has ever built, we could probably trace back to a nigga fixing in somebody's house.
Mm-hmm.
Every single thing. Now you done, oh shit, you done fucked it up. You done fucked MacGyver up for me. Now I got to go back to see if he Eli Whitney the cotton gin.
For the culture. For the culture.
You know, people still think Eli Whitney black.
Damn.
I mean, it's just because of the way we learned about the cotton gin.
Yeah.
We learned about it every year during Black History Month, like it was 1 Oz.
Yeah. That is pretty much the only time cotton gins get mentioned.
Hey, but in retrospect, thinking about it now, hey, was white folks really saying, hey, see, we gave you niggas a break? And then we was like, yeah, you did give us a break, didn't you? And we start celebrating that shit as Black history, the invention of the cotton gin. You see, niggas, we gave y'all a break around 1860. Didn't y'all? All praise Eli Whitney. If you think about the logic in retrospect, why are we learning about the cotton gin? Like, nigga, the cotton gin, the two things I learned about in history class fervently that I remember is Henry Ford and the cotton gin as history's greatest innovations.
Yeah.
So basically, they saying we gave you niggas a break around 17.
And we need to keep telling you about it.
That nice great white man, Eli Whitney. He invented a cotton picker that wasn't a nigga.
Oh shit! All right, hey, but hey, we want to thank y'all for tuning in. We have been 3 hours, 37 minutes, and 37 seconds into this motherfucker. And if you've been here this long, you might as well go ahead, like, subscribe, comment, and share this motherfucker. And I think that's how that nigga ends the show every goddamn week. Want to thank y'all for tuning in to the S.O.S podcast. We out.
Hey, and you said 37 seconds on exactly 37 seconds. So that ain't